All right. Hello, everybody. So we've got a treat for you tonight. We've got Rex versus Laos, the battle of the toxics. um, I've got I'm Steve, I'm Foster, and I got Knutan, co-customer with here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Mm, mm.
So, Laust versus, well, clapping Laust apparently, if you look at the draft here. Hello. Rex already starting it immediately. Guess it's our chance when Laust didn't have a proper name up as host here.
Yep. Yeah. So, discussing it, I'll just explain the things briefly for anyone who's watching, just to make it easier. So, Laos goes first, and he's the host. So he bans Teutons. Then, the ban here is Burgundians from Rex, and then Laos picked Byzantines, if I'm correct, and then Britons was picked by Rex, and then Ethiopians was picked by Laust, and then Lithuanians and Koreans was picked by Rex, and then
I think I'm
Italian.
gonna stop you a bit here, because I think
I'm doing it
usually
wrong.
at least this would be, you start with ban, right?
Oh,
Then it's,
yeah, no, that. Sorry, I was wrong with that. Yeah, I did the snipes. God damn it! Thank you. I'm glad you stopped me. Yeah.
so
I've just
first was the
realised.
global ban, right, from
Yeah,
Laust, which was Malay,
Malay.
and then
Yep,
was the global ban from I think it's global bans, yeah, from
yeah.
then Turks
It's the
from
Turks. Yeah. No, you're completely
Rex
correct. I'm
here.
glad you banned me. Glad you told me that because I was doing that completely wrong. Sorry. So Laos then picked Teutons, and Rex then picked Burgundians, and then Laos picked Byzantines. Rex picked Britons, and then Ethiopians from Laos, and then
Well,
Lithuanians and
if you look at the
Koreans.
top right, you can see it once again is double pick from Rex to offset the host advantage, right?
Ah, crap! I keep
So
getting
it's
this thing
Britons and then
wrong.
Lithuanians picked, and then it's Ethiopians as the third pick from last here.
I'm really glad you're doing this tonight because I think I would have got this wrong tomorrow morning when I'm playing Greg. Or tomorrow when I'm playing Greg. So I'm glad you've you've corrected me. Yeah, sorry.
So basically, you got the bans first, right, which is A
Yep,
B ban. Then you have A B A B B. So you offset the host advantage of picking the steals first,
yep, cool. So
which
we
is the
had
main reason why this happens.
Malay ban, then Turks banned by Rex, then Laos picks Teutons, and then Laos picks Teutons, and then Rex picks Burgundians. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
sure.
then Laos picks Byzantines, and then Rex picks both Britons and then Lithuanians. Is that right?
That's right.
Cool.
So
And then and then we've got Ethiopians, and then no
Koreans.
Koreans. Yeah, and then we've got Italians and then Sicilians. They've each get a snipe, which the Teutons have been sniped, and the Burgundians are been sniped by a louse.
I'm guessing Laos didn't want to face full on
Flemish. Yeah, full on
Rex
Flemish.
has shown that off to good purpose earlier. And we both know that both Motions and Rex have been picking Teutons a ton, I would say,
Yeah,
when they're playing A1 now recently. So
yep,
they know how strong a civilization are and probably just don't want to give it to Laos here.
yeah, I
But
agree.
I can understand totally.
And then Slavs finally, Vietnamese, Communes, and Spanish. Whose Civ draft do you prefer, Canadian? Or
The
what
thing
what
is,
parts do
looking
you
at
prefer?
Laos, if you look at Laos draft here, he basically has all of his civs. For example, Ethiopians, Italians, Portuguese can all play a fast Impish style. Every single civ he has also has bomber cannons, which
Yep,
fits his style very well, I would say.
yep,
Rex's style, all of those civs can be very good, quite decent late game. Cumans is probably not going to be used, and I would expect Slavs, Sicilians, Koreans, Lithuanians, Britons all have pretty good booms, I would say.
yep.
Sicilians, not really anything special, but I'm expecting his really. That will not be a pick if he's got full on tryharding. I think that's gonna be a pick if he wants to style a bit.
Yeah. I'd agree with you on
It
that.
wouldn't
Actually, it's
surprise me
very
if he does something like full on boom after and then just goes up, turn up, and then he does the unique tech and gets sergeants out. Probably something like a sergeant. I
yeah.
think it's gonna be a ram
First
push
Crusade.
then probably. First Crusade.
First Crusade type thing. Yep. Cool.
First Crusade plus and some kind of siege push, I think.
Rex says Sicilians were my top priority pick. To be honest, I think they're the strongest civ in my draft. I mean, like we'll see, won't we? I think. Well, I mean, we'll see if you pick him. I don't know if you actually do pick him. So with the civ draft in mind, should we get into the first game?
That sounds good to me. I'm
Cool.
paused at 10 seconds at this point.
I am also, and the matchup is Sicilians versus Ethiopians. So you good to go? Three,
I'm good to
2, 1. Let's go.
Yes.
So Rex in the chat is obviously going for Sicilians. So we'll see what he's got in mind for Laust this game. Yeah, Sicilians, Ethiopians, best civ in the game. Rex says versus Ethiopians. Good luck. Well, sergeants, if I'm not mistaken, have like 8 pierce armor.
8 pierce armor indeed. So, but they're still slow, so they don't really counter archers in any meaningful way, in my opinion.
Even with like siege ramp or something like that. Well, or
the issue is gonna be if it's siege ramp as well, right?
Yeah.
If you get into sergeant siege ramp pusher, that's gonna be the time when I think Ethiopians might struggle in there. I think they need a ton of siege out basically.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
I think they need to have some siege out to do this probably. Maybe even Onager or Blessed in some ways or something similar.
Yeah.
That's a very expensive composition, so I'm not sure how viable it would be.
I think certainly Onagers to sort of keep the first pushback, maybe the first wave for the Ethiopians would be good, just to kind of hold back the tide, so to speak. I'm not sure that Sicilians get siege ram. Actually, I've said this.
They get siege ram.
Pretty
Pretty sure about that.
Okay, cool. Oh,
the thing is that Sicilians shouldn't get to that point early enough, in my opinion, right? Ethiopians should be able to do a push faster enough that they shouldn't be able to get onto really good sergeant numbers, I think.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, sergeants you can make from donjons. Oh, we're not going to see some sort of siege tower donjon rush, are we? Oh, that would be so satisfying. Anyway, sorry. Yep. So 0 seconds vital CC sign by Rex, which I know is obviously only 11 seconds in, but 11 minutes in. But no, not 11 minutes. 11 villages in. But Laust 8 seconds. GG.
Not gonna matter much at all. You see 4 there and probably just some idle time in between. Not force dropping your food quick enough. So.
Yep. But yeah, very clean build from Rex.
Yeah. So there's 4 deers, which they will help all builds, I would say. But the biggest issue here would be if you, let's say, Rex is playing a Spanish here. I might actually have used a re here considering his goal positions, right? If you look at it, both of his goals could be raised by 1 castle, but I wouldn't expect Ethiopians to ever play a castle drop, so they wouldn't be too worried this game.
Yeah, that is a fairly disgusting pair of golds. This base is actually trash now. Look back at it. Knutan's is it's much sorry, not you. Laust. It's much nicer. Sorry.
But still, the strength of Laust isn't in their early game, and he's not really known for his early pushes, I would say. So,
although I would also say Laust's goal positions are all forward. He's got forward gold, forward stone, and forward second gold, so they're not amazing either. So, scout fight.
I'm gonna say I would, if I were Laust in this game, I would have read this game. I would not have played this map against Sicilians.
Yeah.
Especially if it's Rex playing. I can just feel the Sicilian castle dropping coming almost.
Yeah, and how do you deny that? Like, unless you got enough cav or something on the field to deny it, but even then, it's going to be really tricky to. Rex says in the chat, I was thinking about calling a re, but was thinking that Ethiopians are so strong that I might want to keep it up for another matchup.
Yeah, I can agree with that thinking.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Relic positions are more favoured towards Laust, I would say, but they're
not in a major way either. So
no. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, and we'll see if the gold position or the resource positions play a part in the game. Obviously, 3 farms coming down now for Laust, which would suggest that he's going for relics. Yeah, I would say that means he's going for relics. It might not be.
They're basically mirroring each other. Rex is sending more onto it early, but that's the big little difference at this point. It wouldn't surprise me if Laust goes a bit faster up to the feudation, a bit faster castle, but I think that's just because Rex enjoys having a bit of a cleaner eco while clicking up, usually.
So Laust is going up on 23 pop, and Rex is, wait, what? Rex is going for 25 or 26? 26. Right.
It's 24 pop from
Rex
Laust,
question
26
mark.
pop from...
Why attack me if I have more HP? Oh, Rex playing with the mind games already. Sorry, Laust, you were saying 26 pop for most civs. Oh, 25 pop.
24 pop from Laust, so, but he's playing as the Ethiopian, so he does get 100 extra food and gold, which
Sorry,
might
I meant
make this
23
work.
the villages. I always get that. I should always say pop with the villages. Yeah, rather than with the scout. Sorry. 7 on wood here from Laust.
He should be able to pull this off quite nicely. Probably sending 2 more villages out to make the stable now. Looks like a quite the clean build order here from
really
Laust,
nice build
actually.
order. Yeah, really good.
I thought you would need... Well, actually not that good anymore. Well, actually, it's probably going to be fun, but he needs to send 1 more villager, which is coming now. He's probably going to be able to pick up here, yeah.
Yeah.
He did need a 3rd villager on the blacksmith though, I think. Don't think so.
Maybe not. No, yeah. Was he trying to do that? Was that plus? No, it was still plus 2.
22
wasn't
plus
it?
2.
Yeah, it was. I thought he might be doing
But he's
like
not
22
clicking
plus.
up for some reason. Nice up.
Yeah. No.
There was something like 10 seconds of out time before he clicked up there. Probably clicked and then didn't have something expecting.
So Rex saying 105 in the chat. So Rex
run
gone
his scout
for
into Rex's scout, so Rex killed the scout.
Oh, nice. Right. Okay. I see.
So Rex now has a low HP scout, and Laust has a new scout out as well as a spear out.
Yep.
Market blacksmith actually from Rex, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I was just about to say market blacksmith. Not I think so. He's gone for more of a boom build order with double bit axe first as well, rather than horse collar first, which I think he said that horse collar goes first with some builds, but I guess it's whether you want to get down farms really quickly, which it kind of looks like Rex isn't going to go for boom build order. In which case, I guess. How's he got so much food?
I don't get what Rex is doing at the moment.
He's got so much food. Considering, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I guess he's just going for a boom, right?
Rex is going for a boom here. This is going to be adding 2 TCs immediately, I think.
Yeah, because I guess he has to compete against Pikeman
Rex
rather
losing his scout on that side here.
Yep. I think he.
This is going to be full map control from Laust here in this case.
Yeah, you're right. So he's got 3 pikemen out and 3 scouts. Laust has. So full map control from Rex. Sorry, from Laust. Chance says fast imp crop rotation. Obviously. I mean, with the amount of food that Rex has got as well, that's so nice. Like he's going to be able to get. I was going to say heavy plow, bow saw, drop 2 TCs or 1 TC, 2 TCs. Yep. And he's going to be able to afford villages from most of them, at least for a while.
You should drop 4 or 5 more farms now. He's floating a bit too much wood, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. The earlier he gets his farms down, the more he's going to need 18 farms to produce from all of the TCs together. He doesn't have any bills left on the gold, so he's not going to be able to buy food.
Laust is now over-investing in doing light cab upgrade. He should
Ooh.
know this, but he hasn't seen anything from
Yeah.
Rex, so that's not worth it.
Mm.
I'm sure it has like a scouting. Just gonna quickly check Fog of War here. It hasn't really scouted that much of Rex's base, but he doesn't see any buildings at all.
Yep.
It should
Yeah.
either indicate that he's thinking Rex might do something a bit wonky, or if he's just booming.
Yeah,
But
maybe
still,
he's probably paranoid,
for
right?
and that kind of thing is wrong of him to stay on relics like he does, right? Keep maybe one pikeman on each relic and then just send the light card out to scout.
Yep.
It's still only one TC play from Laust in here in this game, and it's 6 village pine already. And that's gonna quite quickly get higher as well.
True. So Rex is now got 16 farms, so he's well on the way to having enough farms to actually produce from all of his TCs. His idle TC time is increasing a little bit, but it's not exactly awful. But he's certainly not getting 100% of the 100% from having the extra TCs. But yeah, 9 villager lead from Rex, really quite powerful. That.
Well, the thing is that if you look at Rex's eco balance at this point, right? He has 0 of everything.
He really does. It's like 20, 30. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, that's really really nicely done. Presumably wheelbarrow coming in soonish, because he has 25 farms now. So I'd imagine that's the next thing that he's going to click. Come on.
So Laust will soon get the second, third, and fourth relic in. So
yeah,
can be 5 relics for him, but he really needs to get ahead.
Yeah.
Only now the second TC coming up. Third TC is probably on the way, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna be on the other side of the base.
Yeah. So this is one of
the nothing in gold.
This is one of the things I have about going for relics, right? And obviously, like in high level, whatever, Age of Empires. So it's 5 extra villages if you get all of the relics, right? And that obviously continues on forever, which is great late game. But if Rex manages to boom this heavily, he's already 20 villages ahead. Getting wheelbarrow now. Oh, sorry, 20. So that's 16 villages without the wheelbarrow, and he's going for another TC here with the extra build, the quick build time, right? So he's going to be able to have an extra 20 villages probably by the time he hits Imp, and he's probably going to hit Imp quicker. It just feels like it's so powerful just to go for an absolute power boom.
It's already the 20 village round. It's gonna be more when it hits Imperial.
The light
it's
cap
gonna be
coming
faster, but it's gonna have a better eco behind it.
Nice.
But the thing
see
is
the
that
light cap there. Light cab from.
I did not see that. No.
Oh, Rex deleted the walls, and the light cab was running right where he deleted them. It's just saved it. It was really nice done. Yeah.
I think that might even be a 50 coming up. I think that might have been why he deleted those walls. I think you want another TC there.
Another TC. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because what and go for sergeants. The First Crusade. There's 4 TCs, a 4th TC, sorry, coming down for Laust. Presumably going to delete this lumber camp because it's disgusting. Man, I was trying build orders earlier, and 42 farms by 22 minutes is pretty good.
I don't like the way Laust is playing this, because he knows that Rex has had a full-on boom this entire time. He needs some kind of aggression, I would say. Either he needs to be confident enough in his own gameplay later on that he will be able to stay alive through the initial push that Rex is going to come with. Personally, I think that Rex will be able to just kill Laust in one big push early to mid-Imperial. That's going to be my prediction this game.
Yep, I feel that's also mine. It's just 31 villages ahead. It just seems so ridiculously powerful. Heavy plow just coming in now as well from Laust, which just seems like all of these farms that have gone down pretty much, all of these farms that have gone down as well from from Rex have got heavy plow with the Sicilian bonus, so they've all still got 400 food on them. That's
I'm not gonna run out this game probably.
That's insane. That's yeah. Even with the map control and the relics, I mean, Laust does have the gold to click up already, which with the 5 relics is pretty cool.
He should just idle everything now, and he needs to click up soon.
Yeah. So he idle and go what? Bombard, cannon, arbalest. Do you think?
Early on, at least.
Yeah. Certainly.
Just,
Yeah. It's open.
Probably just open with it and just make more eco behind it. Try to take map control and force Rex to stay in his base until he does something like First Crusade, I guess. At that point, I can see if Frida Rex coming forward now.
Get some conversions. Did you get it? No.
One really sure. No loot,
yes. Yes. Wall yourself in. Wall yourself in. No.
All 3 of the monks lost all of their faith because of this. So.
Oh. Yeah, but wall it in and wall it in and make an archery range or something.
Well, the thing is that then Rex can just make a single stable or a single something, right?
Okay, I don't know. What else can they do? Build towers. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind. Chance says in the chat.
Shouldn't work anyways.
Chance says we should have walled him in first thing. That's just very aesthetic farms though. They are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Look at that. Oh. Although they are a bit swastika-y. Yeah, very beautiful. Very nicely like, although I don't know. That one placed. Oh yeah, that is placed. Yeah.
You put it that well placed, I would
say. yeah. Castle coming up at the front of his base for X. Imperial Age, minute 50 coming in. Like Cav going and taking out the. Nope, no, they weren't. Maybe took out a monk, I think. Yeah, monk and. Yeah. What happened to the villager? Did she bite the dust?
She bit the dust, yeah.
Oh,
also, Dungeon just coming up from Rex to protect his main gold.
Hell, 65 farms now from Rex. Yeah, that's a lot of farms. Damn. Dane going for swastika farms. Color me surprised.
Is Laust actually going for pikeman here? That's interesting. I'm also gonna call it a strictly wrong choice in this matchup.
Yeah. Do Ethiopians get champion? No.
I'm actually not too sure, but.
No. So many farms for Rex. That's insane. Look at the food count. He's gonna be able to click like siege ram, caps ram, siege ram, all of the upgrades for every single unit he wants to produce, and all of his units probably. That's immense.
I think this is gonna end in one push from Rex now.
Yeah.
I just don't see how Laust can stand against all of this.
No, I think so too, man. And it's 30 minutes he was up to him with 5 TCs.
Don't like that Rex is not making army as in
well,
sergeants
he'll make sergeants with the First Crusade, right? So that's instantly.
Yeah, but 35. That's if he's on tuner pop with something like 30, 50, 40 sergeants, right? He then gets those sort of new sergeants on top of it.
Okay, yeah, I see. I think he's just getting all the upgrades, and then he's gonna either build a load of siege with it beforehand, and then get the sergeants. I think that's probably the plan. I don't know. Like 10 siege along with like the extra pop is be enough, right? And
21 islands from Rex now, though. So well, now he realizes and sends 14 of them at least back to work.
Yeah.
Populations are now evening out at least, but I just don't think that Laust is ever gonna have the army to.
No, I don't think so.
Even compete against sergeants here.
Yeah. I'm at 32-15 in now. Is that where you are?
Then we are. Yes.
Yep, perfect. Cool. I just really want to make sure I wasn't thinking. Otto in the chat saying exclamation mark score. Mate, I'm a peasant Twitcher, mate. I don't know how to do commands. Ethiopians only get
Well,
200
it's
swordsmen, but
it's
Shotel's
the
do get
first game
close
out there, I can tell
positions.
you that much. But oof, yeah, 8 siege rams out already at this point.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
now I can see that the first crusade is coming in. And now the elite sergeants out, fully upgraded elite sergeants, plus bomber cannons. I mean, siege rams. That's yeah. This game is over. I'm gonna call it like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a hypecaster, I can't do that, but I'm pretty darn sure that there's nothing
And we have
Laust can do
24
come close.
halberdiers here from Laust. Can he take on the 10 siege rams? Oh my god, 10 siege rams. Oh, that is a lot. And the 35 sergeants. Oh yeah, of course, you get 7 from each town center. Let's go! Choo choo! Wait, whose are
This is
these?
gonna be brutal.
Oh, they're cap rams. Oh, that's sad. Man. The cap rams look so janky compared to the siege rams. They just look. It's like driving around in a sort of, I don't know, like a Fiat Punto rather than a BMW or something. Yeah, I feel like the whole of the front of Laos space is gonna disappear before these sergeants do. Which is 50 military to 15 in Laos. What can you even make against this many? Like, well, obviously at this stage.
Well, at this point,
not a
it's
lot.
been game over, I would
Yeah.
say, for quite a while, even, right?
What
It's
could you
just,
have done against this strategy beforehand?
I think just gonna say that realize earlier when we're taking relics, right? Add eco earlier, because
Okay,
he added.
Not make
I think
like
he just
have.
went too heavy from it.
Yep.
And that's the first thing that comes to mind, right? Second thing would be, if you know this, then try to then maybe go for some aggression, right? Get forward some siege to drop a cast forward, the force stuff.
Yep.
But of course, yeah, it's difficult.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Personally, I would much rather just play it like next to this game, just go for the full boom. Probably should have done that in my series against the last even.
Yeah. I agree. So there's some farms just around the central TC. We got 66 food, 65 food, 69 food. Yep.
GG's goals.
They're just about to run out, so playing Sicilians to their sort of section there from Rex, that was damn good. Yep.
Look at the HP of one of those farms. Oh, food count. 829 food.
Which one's we looking at, sorry?
They're right against the wall on the right side.
Oh my god. Why? I can't see it. Oh yeah. Wow, holy shit. That's insane. What do they go up to, like 900 or something like that?
Something insane like that, yeah.
Damn. I mean, 53 farms from Laos there, which is no slouch at all. But I mean, yeah, what are you gonna make against that?
It's just playing a halberdiers against strictly superior unit, right?
True. Yeah,
it's 8 and it's 10 attack versus 15 attack.
Yeah.
It's because with those upgrades he does 1 damage the halberdiers, right?
Yeah.
So he needs 85 pokes to kill a single sergeant with those halberdiers. They even fully upgraded, they only do 3 damage.
Yep. Yeah. So it's nothing, is it? I feel like even if you went for, well, okay, I guess you just have to go for Arbalest because they are so much better than so many of the units. Excuse me, burping.
The main thing is that you at least get the opportunity to at least micro. But even then, the siege ram is the killer here, then, right? So you kind of need some kind of bit weird, I would say, but something like siege behind it. I would think Ownership might have been the play in some ways, right? Considering just how Ownership Herbalist, but
yeah, to kill
I'm
the
not sure.
rams.
Don't know.
Yeah.
It needs to overcome a big eco deficiency, right? And I would say that either you go for a lower eco approach, right? Because Ian Laust ended up on 40 Cs this game before he clicked up, right?
Yeah.
And but yeah.
I was gonna say, like if you're defending against a siege ram push, you kind of want like onagers, right? But onagers cost like, or onagers or a military unit, melee unit. But it's like this is really expensive upgrade to have at the start of Imp. Um, so did quite a few civilizations struggle against a siege ram halb push in the Imp
It's
or siege
something
ram saga?
a lot of them struggle against, yeah. But it's more like, for example, siege ram, getting that costs 300 food for captain and it's 1,000 food for siege ram, right?
Yep.
And it's 800, 500, 800 the food and 500 gold for onagers.
Yep.
But the thing is that you can't really use onagers on an open field if playing against the halberdiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to micro it a lot more than you would need just a straight up siege help push.
Yep.
Which makes the game a
It's a
lot
lot
more
easier to
difficult for
play.
you in some ways.
Yeah.
And while I think it's not the strictly superior unit in a lot of choices, and most levels, even below 2k 1-1 elo, I would say that siege help push is very easy and very strong to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
of course, in this case, when you're not playing, when you're exchanging the halberdiers for sergeants, it's even tougher to stop in some ways.
Mhm. Yeah.
Even if the setup for it is a lot longer again.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Got you. Rex in the chat says going halbs here against Sicilians, the Ethiopians, is almost as bad as opening halbs versus skirms as Byzantines against Byzantines.
Well, the thing is that opening skirms versus helps usually would have something, so I can siege with the helps, right? Which means that skirms are kind of gets countered by the second unit usually, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can actually see that with the
It's
bombard cannons would take care of the skirms. Yeah.
just onagers or halberd or even siege rams.
Oh.
But yeah,
Shall we go to the game two?
let's actually look at the statistics first, right?
Oh, I sort of already showed them to everyone.
Ah,
Discussed
never
it, so
mind.
I flicked over my bed. Oh, sorry.
Because I just see the KD here is just disgusting, right? It's 128 to 23
Yeah, that's
for
ridiculous.
for X.
I think I saw 7-1 KD or 6.5-1 or something. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Of
Damn.
course, units killed and units lost are it's 4 units converted from for Laust, right? So
Yeah.
let's use the numbers slightly and makes them look even worse in some ways.
True. Yes. Game two. Are you? Am I right to just pop to get a beer?
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
I can
Should
entertain the
we?
people in the.
Yeah. Should we? I'm at 10 seconds if you want.
I'll just pause it there and we can wait for you. So run
Yeah.
and get a beer.
Okay. Cool. Back in a sec.
So Italians versus Cumans. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Let's say that late game Italians would, in my opinion, be strictly superior unless the Cuman player gets into something like Siege Challenger. But I would much rather play Italians in this matchup usually. But of course, Cumans does have their options with a Siege in a early Siege push in some ways. Usually shouldn't work in a 1-1, of course. And for TC, 2TC booming could be interesting as well. But with Italians, I wouldn't mind just going forward and castle dropping, which makes it difficult, I would say, for Cuman at times. But timing is going to be important in this matchup, I think. Not sure how much Foster is showing up off here.
What's
Guess we
that,
can
sorry?
I'm just talking a bit about the matchup here first.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Italians versus Cubans. Ooh, interesting. I mean, shall we get going?
Yeah, I'm ready when you
Yep.
are.
3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Because obviously there's just a lot of, not that much
Well,
going on during Dark Age. So
I see that Rex is saying that humans get bad CD launchers, which is very true, but they're still CD launchers, and to lose one range, they're still against, for example, most of the things that they're still strong enough, even if they lack that particular range. And I can tell that from having played enough saves without it in first
or
nothing.
something. Nice. Nice.
More like playing against Koreans back in the days, right? Because then you had 2 less range even, which was kind of horrifying.
Mm.
But yeah,
So Rex with humans. Very exposed front stone next to another stone. Very castle droppable. Forward main gold. Nice back gold. Decent backward lines.
the problem with that stone is that it's not probably visible from the outside.
Rue. Yep. But any sort of forward pressure will either come onto the main gold or the main stone. So there is definitely like it would be
But
nice.
none of them will be visible before castling at the earliest, right? So it's
Yeah,
not something you would know to pressure.
yeah, but do you not just pressure humans anyway? Just because they're otherwise you lose because they're gonna be so far ahead, or do you just outboom them when you then get up to castle?
Well, it's not possible to outboom a human player. That's
Uh-huh.
just not how the game works most of the time, right? Unless you're Khmer, maybe.
Not outboom
So
them then, but sort of catch up on a
I
boom.
think yeah, I would probably just castle up here, but I wouldn't be able to drop it to where you probably want it, right?
So
Probably drop it on the
sorry.
either one of the outside the golds, I would say.
So what I was saying is that if you drop it on either the outside gold or the outside stone, you're going to be denying one of those resources, kind of with a push anyway, even by accident.
I'm wondering if I might even have played fast imper in some cases with the castle
Yeah.
drop into fast impish.
With bombard cannons and Genoese crossbow thing.
I think it's horrifying to play against as humans, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, it's pretty savage. Auto, but they get to fast. They get fast to it, at least in theory. Oh, sorry, he's talking about the siege onagers. That Cubans get to siege onager very quickly. Oh,
Well,
Laust
really.
with a very interesting law there. And I've had that happen to me.
It's not a big deal, so.
Oh, excuse me, sorry, burping.
I don't
No,
know why
you're
Rex is
right.
taking stragglers in this case, but.
Yeah, what?
Oh, actually, never mind. I know why he's taking stragglers. He's keeping someone to go up quickly, as guess.
He's taken 40 wood from this. Taken 40 wood
Still some
from that
slight.
tree. Interesting.
Probably just so he gets exactly so he gets the mill up in time, I think, to click up.
Right. Cool. Yeah. So with the two vills that are on the lumber camp, he's taken sort of 60-ish wood he had done, and then 40 from the other one, so it's enough for the mill.
It's gonna be a 20 pop without loom, I think, for Rex.
Yeah.
Which is decent enough. I think you can also do 19 in some ways. But that means that he's kind of committing to a 2 TC boom here. I think Laust should quite soon just stay in his base, at least.
I will say Rex very clean with 0 seconds of idle time. You have to admire the cleanliness of that build. Nice here, just finishing up the last sheep, taking the other 2 sheep. He's got 5 villagers on the straggler tree by his TC, which is another 60 wood, and the other one is another 100 wood. So he's just taking that because that's presumably quite efficient, rather than walking all the way over to the other lumber camp. Is that the idea?
Well, you still want the villagers on the lumber camp, so there's no reason to keep 10 villagers on the same straggler tree. That's
right.
not good.
Right.
I'm gonna say it like that, I think.
Yeah.
And Laos is of course not up yet. I think actually, as I said, just going for because the timing here is too quick for any kind of fuel pressure, in my opinion, right? All you can do maybe do something like a tower rush, but it's not really something I would expect. So.
Right. Yeah.
Civ
Laos
has
saying,
stone walls.
by the way, really a civ without stone walls. Oh, shucks. Did I say? No fortified walls then. Rex trying to find Laust's scout before it gets back into base, but he didn't have it on the map as he hit feudal, so Rex has 0 idle TC time on TC, almost 3 minutes idle eco on a tight build.
That's good. That's good.
Heading. Wait, is that?
Not like that they said so few Doctrine stragglers. Just send 2 or 3 more onto the proper woodland. It's probably worth it at this point. So. And now he's selling it free.
Yeah. Laust is housed again. Is that? Oh
He's
no,
on the way up, so he's not
just
housed.
any house. Okay. Has he
He was
gone
on the
up?
way up, so he wasn't housed there.
Did he want?
I'm expecting this to be a blacksmith market from Laust.
Yeah. He literally was only housed for like a second anyway, or less than a second. So.
But if you're talking about recently,
farms?
he's almost up to a few days, right? So there wouldn't have been any idle time then.
Okay. It said 25. I don't know. It looked like it was. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe
He was on the way up to a few days when he was on 25 pops. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I may have been wrong. Blacksmith market. On 25 pop build. So that's. Can you not do a 24 pop with Italians for a boom?
You can do it, but you also get a slightly better econ, slightly easier transition. I would say you're just doing it like this. So.
Okay. Cool. 11 seconds of idle village, idle TC time from Rex there.
It's gonna happen at some point, right? But it's not a big deal.
No, just taking a mic. I do like this lazy villager here on the lumber camps is he's gonna pin that villager in, and then so this could be a little bit more efficient. I spent far too long looking at villagers working on lumber camps today. It's quite sad. A barracks coming down now from Laust, and the scout fight. Laust is gonna win it, right? Yeah, he's feudal. Yeah. Rex surely knows this, right?
Yep. Human fast scouts, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would have made a stable in this game.
Right, yeah, of course. What,
I think just adding a few
relics.
freemen would be enough in this case.
Right. You just take the relics.
You think that Rex is also adding in army. Well, the barracks coming up from Rex at this point actually, so maybe he will be.
So.
But look at those 3 relics close to last base there. That's really
very nice.
It's really good.
Very nice. Most of the farms for Rex, well, in fact, all of the farms have got horse collar now. I think he refreshed a couple of them. He's getting a wheelbarrow, getting some villagers on gold. Presumably one of those TCs will just be set with the thing on gold, so you can just go up as soon as possible and drop probably 1 or more TCs as well. I don't know, maybe
it's either that or it's gonna be some kind of flood rights. Ooh, Laust actually going for a knight here, which is probably a good call considering that Rex is not gonna be able to fight it before he's up himself, which will take probably around 4 or 5 minutes more rights. So.
So he takes map control and does what with the map control to gets all the relics with the map control. Is that the idea?
I don't want to see him add more than. I want to see a bit more commitment in some ways there. Because
26 farms from Rex compared to 7 from Laust. Human boom is actually ridiculously strong.
Second is now coming up from Laust on the side.
Rex idling
Rex
to go
is
up.
idling.
Yep. Which should be. Has he got the buildings?
Nope.
Still got a building. Oh. Womp womp.
Blacksmith coming up with soon to be 3 villages then.
He will be going up with 27 farms. The 27 farms, he could drop another 2 TCs if he could afford it, and be able to produce from all of them straight away. Which
might also be something like a faster imp here.
Yep. What 2 TC fast ramp? Gonna play. Yeah, he is adding more onto gold. Which with the time
Could
it
also
takes
just be
to build.
Night Flood or something like that. So
Yeah, true.
Rex does
Yeah.
kill one of the scouts from Laust in this case. One night out, 0 upgrades on them at the moment. 2 monks.
So
So
difficult
that's
to
gonna
tell
be
with the colors.
probably gonna be one dead
Yeah.
monk here. Yes.
Any idea
Run
how to swap
away.
the colors?
Nope. Well, it's usually
Yeah.
Alt G if you want just friend foe colors, but
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work on capture.
that's gonna be another dead monk here, which is so good
Rip.
for Rex. So
Yeah, considering he isn't investing quotation marks in getting the relics, he's certainly causing enough havoc, costing Laust enough eco to really is really taking advantage of that.
30 is on the way up now from Laos. But he's 12 meters behind now. I think also, I don't think he has wheelbarrow at this point.
He not no
Nope.
he's only got a horse. Rex has only got a horse collar, so a lot of these farms are going to be expiring very soon. They've all got sort of 60
Well, they did have wheelbarrow as well, so it's quite a villager advantage at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Rex adding a second stable and a monastery at this point.
Yeah, nice. But Rex is adding heavy plow, which is going to be really well timed for all of the farms that are about to run out underneath his first DC. Laust is a man of a god. El Diablo just ignores the relic war. There's chance. Yeah, Rex is
That's the
definitely
third monk
El
going down
Diablo.
at this point. I think this might
Forward
end
stable.
up with Laust having 2 monks, and Rex should be able to grab the next 3, I think. 4 with villagers now coming from Rex here. Might we even see something like Castle share with Rams and let's see.
Oh yeah, of course you get Cap Ram and Castle Age, right? As well.
Mm-hmm.
So you get very quick.
Ooh, Laust trying to go for a castle in the middle here.
Oh,
That's
it's about to discover
that's
the.
gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's a lot of villages and a lot of light cav that are there from. Is. Oh, please wall it! Please wall it!
Oh, that's a
Oh
monk
god!
there as well.
Oh
Oh
god!
god, no, no, no.
Oh god, no! Okay, I think that's
This might be a short
yeah,
game.
it's very yeah. It seems like a GG if there was ever a GG. There we go. Hmm.
I don't get that castle. I just don't get it.
Motions just says Laos better not lose Italians versus Cumans as the GG's called. Best of DAO Laos the sequel, the best match.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best match
Well,
ever.
this one really needs to be in there, in my opinion.
Mm.
I can understand trying to take a bit of map control back, but he doesn't know what Rex is doing, right? He has seen that there are some scouts out on the map, right? So he should know that there's a possibility of it being some kind of feudal pressure. I mean,
Yeah,
cost stage pressure at this point.
there was a lot of like have right. He'd even seen that they were there, and he didn't have any of his units on the field. Yeah,
Well,
I know what you
he
mean.
had one had 1 knight and 2 spears, but that was all he had.
Yeah, very
And of
few.
course, then the knights get converted, and well, it basically is a proper dart castle.
Oh, Rex says, a forward stable, and he has 10 light cav nearby. Let's drop a castle right here. Just louse things.
Yeah.
Emotions.
Not gonna say that I think this game was over at this point, anyways. If only because I don't think Laust would have the. Or maybe if he drops cast defensive and get out Figures and then tries to max out Boom and click up before he probably actually would be. Actually, never mind. Actually, like Laust's position if he drops that castle defensively in this case.
yeah. Do you not think like I don't know, like you click up to castle, you go forward, you drop a castle forward on his stone or something at the front. You try and market abuse your way up to imp, and then like go bombard cannons and generate
It's a
Genoese crossbow.
possibility here, but the thing is that if I'm playing humans in that case, I think I probably just
Yeah,
idle a
click
bit
up
earlier
yourself.
when I see the cost going up, click up quite soon, and then maybe go for cap and push.
Ah, okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, cool.
And of course,
Yeah,
I actually can think that if Laust gets 2 eggs here, I think you just say think that you're fine with this.
yeah.
Just go drop a castle defensively and go for Genoese, and you'll be fine for a while then, right?
Right, okay, yeah.
If you look at the village counts at this point, right? It's still advantage to Rex here. 30 villages, probably also wheelbarrow, I think.
Uh-huh.
But he's still staying on 2 theses here. He's making a unit that's countered by Genoese at this point.
Yeah. To be fair, 69 villagers from Rex is nice.
It's nice.
Nice. He did a really good job as well. Like, I mean, Laust got what, like 2 relics? Yeah. And he had to invest a ton of monks into getting them as well, and knights and whatever else, spears and. Damn,
Mm-hmm.
that was quite a convincing win there from Rex. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I'm actually going to quick check the highest village counts from Laust here. Because he was at most 10 villages behind, at the end there, before he started losing them on his castle, 10 villages behind the Rex, right? With one more TC and 2 relics at that point.
Uh huh.
And basically, the only thing that Rex had going for him at that point was that he had a few more villages at that point, right?
Yep.
And some army presence. If Laust then just stays defensively, drops the castle in his own base, and then just booms for 5 more minutes and clicks up,
Yeah.
I would say that Italians should be favored a lot later on in this matchup.
In that case, maybe a bit of mind games, thinking that he needed to do something and he did to get some presence in the middle of the map. Maybe. Don't know.
I think it was just the wrong call from Laust there.
Decision making. Yeah. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little visual bug to the viewers where only 3 of the games have downloaded, which make of that what you will. But we're going to game 3 here, which is it's on Arena. Makes a change. Sorry, a little humor there. Yeah. Game 3.
Yes, Slavs versus Byzantines.
Oh.
So Byzantine is the defensive powerhouse with
Mm-hmm.
very easily you can do something like a fast imp against, or even a monk rush. Or
Yeah.
just playing full on trash. You get bomber cannons, you get very tanky buildings, as I found out when I played Laust.
Yep. Did
Then you
this.
have Slavs, which has a really insane eco, right?
Yeah.
So just farming booster is
Yeah.
significant, I think it's fair to say.
I know. I agree.
I think
Shall we
late
get into
game
it?
I would much rather play Slavs here.
Shall we get into it?
Yeah,
Cool. You 10 seconds, yeah?
indeed.
4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying, yeah, Slav's eco is unbelievably good. You got things like a faster imp, or very early imp push with like whatever infantry or cavalry with siege ram, like quite early siege ram's quite nice. Um, yeah. Those 10% extra work, 10% faster working farms really brings in food. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh, sorry, yeah. I don't have a scoreboard thing. Is this can I change this? Is this you have to pay for that with spectate?
I don't think the scoreboard is that important at this point. Just that it's 2-0 for X, so.
I forget how to do that when we're not watching someone. Yeah. Um, but I do love Byzantines. However, I don't know if Byzantines really counter much of many of the things that Slavs make. So they either make champions and go Dracaena champs with like siege, in which case, yeah, you get bombard cannons, but you don't get amazing. Oh, what am I talking about? You get Byzantine cataphracts, but you do need
Cataphracts,
castles.
I mean, you're not gonna get into Cataphracted in this matchup.
No, it's just too
That
difficult
will
to get into.
be very late game at least, and probably not in time.
Just too expensive, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
fair.
just playing it as something like an early Arbalest plus Threshold, maybe even, and then with Bombercan Spine might be something you would do here.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Rex in chat says thanks for mentioning Benny that and Benny said Rex recovered well from our practice session yesterday. He'd forgotten the end. Benny, have to put some salt into the wound. Sorry, man. For once, I can trash talk you. So I'm assuming Benny. Oh, is that 5 villagers on wood for Laust? Is that?
Might have been a mistake in that case, but give me a second. That is 5 villages.
Huh. I don't know if that was an accident or what. But it is what it is.
There's not much reason for him to have it at this point, unless he wants to go for a long. Well, I don't really get why he has those, to be honest.
Yeah. Motion says, Rex, I heard that Benny destroyed you, and then Rex replies to Benny, but I prefer the other way around. When he can trash talk other people, obviously.
Rex never trash talks people, right?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever heard him say the opening halberdier as Ethiopians against Byzantines was a stupid idea. I don't think I've ever heard him say that.
Look at Rex's resources this game.
Rex's resources.
Main gold, secondary gold,
Oh,
and
yeah.
main stone.
The Rex map hats. Rex map hat. Yeah.
Can't complain about those, I guess.
They couldn't be any further back, could they? The only thing that's bad about them is that they're, well, kind of touching the map, the back of the map almost.
Scout fight.
Laust didn't finish his house. No, Laust, you're gonna be housed.
Oh, he had a forward border and just made it, so he just finishes up, I think, later on.
Oh, okay. Oh, clever. That was pretty cool. Yeah, motions.
Gold later on, anyways. So.
Little does he know. Oh. Oh, clutch. The villager coming in. Wait, did he walk out from the house there? That's cool.
Okay, what minute are you at?
I am at 17:15 now.
Okay, I'm gonna pause a bit then.
Okay, right, you're a little bit behind. I'm a little bit behind.
Where are you now?
7:30 now.
77.
30. So I'm 7:45 in 3, 2, 1 now. Is that a really bad way of doing it? We're gonna just pause at 8 minutes.
Yeah, I'm at 8:01 at the moment.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yep.
I don't know why that's not working properly. Weird. Cool. What about relics? So we've got one very close one to Laust. Three pretty close to Rex, to be honest, and then one sort of neutral. Well, David to Laust. Sorry, I'm hiccuping.
I think it's kind of decent, right? Too close to Laust, I would say, and then too quite close to Rex, but none as close as the one to Laust, I would say.
Yeah. Would you say against a more highly rated opponent to just not bother with the relics and just sort of kind of YOLO it a bit more?
Well,
go high risk, high reward.
As business, I probably wouldn't go for relics in this matchup, I think.
Right, so sort of go a bit more fast imp or something like up to
more like it's more like trash heroes are the forte, I would say, of business, right?
Yeah.
And what I really like to have in gold X with me, because you can then go for more bone cannons and more stuff like that, but it's not really as needed in my opinion late game.
Right.
Whereas Laust, you kind of want to, well, it is going to be Siege Child, right, or Hussar plus Siege or something like that, but you want Siege usually, and that's expensive, as most people know.
Yep. Motions in chat says, as Byzantines, you can spam pikes and make them invest loads into taking relics. I don't think you should ever leave them unless you expect an all-in push.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really go for example. Well, I wouldn't mind making, as I said, loads of spears, but just don't invest too much more into it, right?
Mhm.
Just try. I would just make probably 2 TCs first, even almost, on just having 6 or 7, well, 4 or 5 spears out on the field and just wreaking havoc. Then I'd probably just add a monster and try to go for at least 2 relics myself, usually.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, makes sense. Motion says, yeah, I agree. I wouldn't let them. And we've got a stable coming up from Laust, so he also thinks that he at least shouldn't have them for free. So here there will be some sort of contesting for the relic war. The relic, sorry. Blacksmith stable coming up for Rex as well. Later than Laust. So Laust is going up on 27. Rex is going on 28. Which is kind of weird. Isn't that weird? Because Rex, Slavs get the farming bonus, whereas Byzantines, if I'm correct, don't have any eco bonus until like clicking up to imp faster. Is Rex just going
correct,
up? Just wants the
just
nicer
going up one
eco.
pop later on, it just makes the eco a bit simpler to manage. So
Yeah. Cool.
And it's not really a big difference if you go up 1 or 2 pop later up in this case.
Cool. Yeah. Spear out and 2 scouts out from Rex.
I think light cap might be a good call here from Rex's side.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have the eco for it anyways, I think.
And can you go Hussar with Slavs late game?
This is sloppy by Rex here.
Yeah.
Losing 1 scout for free there basically.
Yeah, do they get Hussar? They do, don't they? Slabs, or do they get light cap?
They get Hussar.
You get Hussar, yeah. That must be really nice with the extra slab bonus, right? Motions, Rex 7 seconds idle TC time. What a noob. Yeah, Laust actually. This is the first time he's had very little ICT idle TC time. In fact, 1 second is effectively none. That's impressive.
As long as you have less than 15 seconds, I would say that usually that's good enough. Laust is gonna run into a wolf on the top side with his spear.
No. Do they beat a spearman 1v1? No.
Well, both do 3 damage, I think, so they shouldn't. But...
No, they shouldn't. Get him.
You just see 4 spearmen already out, and he also lost 1 already, so that's 5 spearmen already made from the last side.
Yeah, that's 3 scouts.
4, 5 also from Rex and 3 scouts.
Yeah. So this is one of the things with the relic wars that I see a lot of people doing, is that they don't make scouts, which obviously there's 1 scout out from Laos, but not having any scouts out means that you just can't snipe the monks that come out, which can easily, Rex could easily take 3 of the relics here without having anyone, without really being contested, because the scouts aren't active on the field. Like, the scouts don't need to be defensive, right? Which Laos is currently doing with them. Does that make sense?
The thing is that in this case, at least, the scouts are only important when it comes to sniping monks, right? And you don't need 3, 4, or 5 scouts to do that. So.
True, but then why is Laos using them defensively? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I disagree with that decision myself. So.
Yeah. Like I obviously I'm not. This is just sort of things to discuss, but yeah, I often find that I do that. Like, leave a scout.
Monk down from Lauster, losing 1 scout.
Motions in chat says, "There's 7 seconds idle time for Rex. No wonder, what noob. No wonder that Benny destroyed him." Rex, thanks for reminding me, Motions. I almost forgot. I feel like I have dementia. Wait, Laos went for Doubt Castle into GG chatting.
Laust already having wheelbarrow in this game.
Spoilers motions. Okay, that's what he says. I think. I mean, you better not have ruined that for the viewers, man. Sorry, man, I got distracted. Shut up, motions.
All good. So
how are there
second
more?
30 is coming up from Rex at the moment, and only the second piece is coming up from Laust.
How are there more spears on the field from Laust? Sorry, from Rex. Compared to.
It took one better fight early on, I would say, and after that, okay, might be another monk down here. Yeah,
Blink.
another monk down from.
Rip.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, this isn't looking terribly great for Laust. Just have 2 relics.
Gonna be 3 or 2 relics most likely, so it's not gonna be a big deal, I think. But
true, and Rex looks like he's invested more into it from the moment, and also Laust.
At the same time, Rex does have
seconds
a couple more villages as well as one more TC up.
True.
But he does not have wheelbarrow though, which
16
Laust does have.
Yeah, 16 seconds idle TC time from Laust as well, which is damn good. Is damn good. In fact, I was watching some pros earlier, and they were getting 2 or 3 minutes before they
Monk
clicked
getting
in.
from Rex this time.
Mm-hmm.
On the top side. But yeah, the thing is that 15 to 16 seconds of idle time, that's less than 1 villager, right? It's not a big deal at all in any way, but...
Oh, but sorry, I meant compared to Rex, right? So he's basically had 2 villagers more for Laust. And he's not had to pay for them as well. So that goes to, like, that's 100 extra food for towards him.
Converted villager inside of Laust base making an outpost.
Oh, really? Oh, that'd be so tilting. Oh, sorry. Motion says Laust went for a doubt castle into GG last game. I think, was it? Sorry. Yep. You're right. It was the previous game. Sorry, Motions. I thought you meant this game. I was like, oh, don't spoilers. Oh, look, the monk. The relicized. Let's go. Run.
That's...
Oh, where's he going?
Shouldn't work, I think, if Rex is watching, but...
Nah, he's got it. Come on, man. Let's get this bad boy home. It's coming home. It's coming. The relics. Sorry.
Presto.
Don't curse Laust without that song,
I think. Honestly, there's nothing worse in life than being an English football fan. Oh, there's a patrolling scout. Although he's
at
gonna
least
miss.
he got the final this time, right? It's been not often been in finals. It needs to be said, I think.
True.
The relic is now discovered. He cursed him.
No. Oh, there is a monk from Rex, and there's 4, 5 spearmen here, so I can't see this being picked up by Laust. Yeah. It was good. That was good though. It's 43 farms down now. 43 farms. 29. So 43 farms from Rex to 29 from Laust. So
Rex is gonna click up in a second, I think, and it's also doing man at arms at this point.
Yeah.
Looks like gonna be.
Looks like a siege infantry push. Which will
makes a lot of sense against the Byzantines. So.
Yeah, I agree. So that's what I was saying at the start. When I was saying that, like, you get cheap trash, but trash don't do very well against champions, right? Which is what you want to go kind of. Well, it's not just what you want to go in for, but it's a very good option for slabs. And yeah, it's yeah.
So really counts are dead even at this point, but I think just Laust is just too late onto picking up at this point.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he either needed to have spent more of the wood.
Up yet.
Yeah. Either needed to have spent more of his wood, or well, presumably he didn't get that
You can
wood
just stop
down
production
faster.
for a second, delay handcart until it's clicked up, and then
Yeah.
since it
Yeah.
doesn't have buildings yet,
But
I think you should even drop that with free for villages to get up faster.
true. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Presumably Rex was just a bit faster getting the farms down compared to Laust, though, which is why it was
Well, it's
converted into food
also 3
earlier.
TCs versus 4 TCs. It's also slab farmers as well, so.
True. Yeah,
And
yeah,
also the 3 TC was quicker up for Rex than it was for Laust in this game.
yeah, yeah. So this is where this
Ooh,
these really
castle.
nice back golds turn to hinder Rex, where actually a lot of his villagers struggle to fit around them.
Have you seen the castle from Rex going up at the front?
It's a very, very aggressive castle. Can, yeah, presumably Laos can see that. Laos can't see it, even with Town Watch. Oh, it's so tilting. What does Rex see of Laos's base? Rex sees. Let's go.
Quite a lot considering he has.
Oh, yeah, the outpost that's only just gone down now. Nice. That's a perfectly placed castle there. So he's already got battering rams garrisoned with swordsmen, long swords in them. Two-handed swords coming in. Cap runners coming in. Gonna have trebs coming out of the.
And Rex even has fletching on that castle.
Yeah.
And one villager down.
Mhm.
2 villager downs.
Two.
Yeah.
That's just such a nice position to attack from, right?
Well, this is gonna be over quickly, I fear.
Yeah. Did Laos forget that you can click up early with Byzantines, or was it just because of everything going on?
I think it was just he went for too much eco here.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have added a 4th TC in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it's not looking like it's going to help right now, is it?
200 in armor is coming.
Chad Castle.
Coming in now. Austin is coming in.
Not the gate open. Shut it. Shut it. Oh, you damn people. Okay, that's not going to matter much, I guess, but.
Castle is gonna be up though, so. But there is not even flashing on it at the moment.
And in case if it couldn't be any worse, Loud's main stone is forward, main gold is forward, whereas Rex's is the complete opposite of forward. But obviously you drop that castle.
Coming up in the back from Laust, but Laust is not on gold at this point. Which, yeah.
Byzantine can click up to him cheaper, but I reckon slab farm should actually get them up faster. Christian said, I never tested it though, but makes sense. Yeah, I agree.
It will depend on when you click up, right? If it's gonna be an early push, Laos will not be able to match that, but if I do get into some proper booming first, I would agree with motions. So.
Oh, cool. What else can I spam here that does things?
And Rex, of course, is back to his shenanigans. If you look in the middle here. This is finally learned how to type fire properly here, so.
I mean, it doesn't really work on the mini-map, Rex.
Well, that needs to be bigger, right? And he even trapped 3 of his own villagers in there, so.
Wait, what just happened to the buildings? Oh.
I think Laos realizes, and he is.
I also think so. Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah.
If not, I'm wondering how Rex is winning in most of his games.
Rex cheated. That's admin win for Laust. Oh man.
If I see a Korvacar, I would tend to agree with this case, but.
That was a really well played series from Rex there. It was really well done.
It was basically Rex being able to play like he prefers to play it, right? First game was basically full on boom into, well, not really early imp, but mid imp push with Sicilians, right? Siege Tram plus Sergeants. They're a really strong combo in this case.
Yep.
And second game, that was Cuman Boom into. I think he was planning to go for a quite heavy castle version. This guy at that case, but of course the very optimistic castle from Laust in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Kind of decided that game quite early.
Yep.
Then of
Yep.
course in this game we well, basically just stronger eco, I would say, from Slavs into a faster Imperial and yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of convincing from Rex in this case.
Yeah. What would Civs do against this sort of faster, or really solid Imperial times and like really good eco from the Slavs? Like, how do you defend against like let's say like Cap Ram into Siege Ram push from Slavs? Seems so strong. Other than having Siege out, I guess having Siege out is that the answer?
Well, the thing is that first of all, if you look at the village counts, right, you have Rex at 126 villagers, and he doesn't click that early up the Imperial, so you still have a timing window if you want to go for something else than just late game. But if you want to go
Okay.
for late game, I would say that just playing, for example, playing Kilts or playing Teutons, playing Slavs yourself, right?
Yeah.
All of those heavy siege hub civilizations, you can do that as well.
So would you
And
say
you can
that
just
in
play a
this
business. You can just play champions yourself in this game, right?
right? And would you say that like you go instead of dropping the extra TC as Laos did, you go 3 TCs, click up to imp faster, and then you be the aggressor, kind of put the pressure on him rather than being on you. Even if you're dropping like maybe let's say like towards the end of castle, you drop a siege forward and maybe a couple of barracks in the middle of the map, um, and then you don't have to. At least he has to clear that up or fight against that rather than it being straight in your base if he's up faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seems
But
so
yeah,
hard, man. Motion says onager opening. Yeah, but then surely with an onager opening you have to have like 850 food, it's 500 gold, and then all of that goes into
well,
um.
business, right? Even if you had full SA 4 Magnals, he could probably defend from the rampage then. Of course, he probably would just delay it and probably wouldn't be able to clean it down anyways, I think. But
Right, okay,
it
yeah,
can
yeah,
work
yeah.
with just Magnals against the cap ramps early on.
Mangonels against Captain, just the Rams, and then you kind of work from there, sort of thing. Yeah,
Because with business, you do get something like, I think it's almost 4,000 HP on the stone gates, right?
yep, yeah, true, true, true,
So
true.
you do have a timing window there, but
Yeah.
I would much rather just play Slav myself in this game, right? It's just an easier. It's just easier to play, in my opinion.
Motion says Caprax. Yeah, but you've got to have
Good
castles
luck getting
out.
into that.
Yeah, you got to
Very
have.
good luck in getting that.
To be fair, like actual just cataphracts themselves, from one castle are really effective. I was quite
Yeah,
surprised at
against
how
just.
good they are.
hmm They
Um,
really clean infantry extremely well, but they're just so damn expensive. And even then, if Rex could actually just switch into either Cavalier himself or then just, if he really wants to go for it, Boyars. So there's not really much Cataphrax will do in this matchup, in my opinion. It
yeah,
will
true.
delay the push, but then he's gonna have to go into a extremely expensive unit, and then he's just gonna fight with a strictly inferior unit probably later on, I would say. Because it's such a much easier switch for Rex to go into Cavaliers or Boyar, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 I agree.
For
Um,
example, if you play Cataphrax against Boyar, that's not pretty. It's a bit like playing champion versus elite Teutonic Knights. So
yeah, yeah, yep, 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 yep. Yeah. Yeah, like a 32-minute castle, 32-minute Imperial time from Laos isn't that competitive, especially with Byzantines. I feel like he could have done better with that. Um,
mhm.
Even he did go for the relics, right? It's stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
I think even then it's still. probably could have done a bit better, but he's also lost 2 games before this, so it's probably a bit disheartened. And
I
Motions as
think
well saying
he,
that 4 TCs before imp is always too greedy. Well, Rex went for 5 last game. Yeah.
first game, I mean, I think.
Oh, sorry, for game before.
But the difference was that he didn't play for Relics that game.
True. Good point.
That does matter a lot, right, when it comes to timing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if someone plays, if you go like super boom, obviously like there's different, there's different ways of doing it and different ways of playing and everything. But like, I feel like a 5 TC super boom and hitting imp at like 30 minutes with 25 halberdier and cap ram is better than going for the relics and then hitting imp at 30 minutes with no military and just sort of and having the relics. I don't know.
Well, the
Seems.
thing is that if you're talking about the first game again, right? Let's just consider that it wouldn't be sergeants; it would be regular halberdiers, and you're playing against Ethiopians once again.
Uh-huh.
If Laust identifies that it's a full boom earlier, it doesn't make 4 light cav plus 4 halberdiers makes his eco a bit earlier, right?
Yeah.
Then I would probably, I would not prefer playing in the last position, but I wouldn't mind it too much either.
Mm.
Because,
Yeah. I
of
agree.
course, in that game, right, he was behind in the eco, and then he also went for the strictly wrong units in that case. So
Yeah, I could definitely I see that. And you spend a lot of resources that you didn't need to. And I get a lot of it is I suppose hypothetical as well in terms of like uh everything played perfectly is makes sense if everything's played perfectly, but actually if you're not a pro then like booming a lot might be the best thing to do just because Rex motions in chat just saying that yeah it's just Rex things though man going for 5 TCs and booming up to yeah.
I think if you look back at, let's say, mine and Rex, I mean, not Rex's, but also mine and Rex's practice games in some other ways,
Yep.
it usually ends up going into Imperial Age, right? With both of us approaching turn pop at some point before him usually having a bit better armor control wins in the game, I would say.
Uh-huh.
And it was also the same thing you saw with me against the Laust, right?
Yeah.
Both of us booming on 3 to 4 TCs into Imperial, and then of course my armor control being a bit off now there recently hurts me a lot when it comes to late game, but
Uh-huh.
booming wise, you can see that both me, Rex, and Laust all like to boom a lot, so kind of the expected way for these games to go, I would say.
Yeah, yeah,
But
makes
it
sense.
didn't feel like Laust had the best answers to Rex's Imperial pushes, I would say.
Yeah, in fact, so start the first game with Sicilians. It was the Imperial siege ram infantry push. Second game, okay, it was that awful castle drop, and then third game it was the siege push again. So yeah, it's that early imp timing. If you're not prepared for it, if you're taking too long to get to imp, seems to just kill you, kind of thing. Motions ask, are you casting any more tonight? Is there anyone more to cast tonight, Motions? In which case, I can if you'd like to. Down recordings. I don't think there's. Oh, Motions versus Shania. Ooh, yeah, I could cast that. Yeah, man, I'd be down for that. Obviously, Knutan, if you've done enough tonight, all good. We can pause for a bit, have a break, and then I can cast with someone else.
I can probably cast it.
Yeah. Should we have a break and stop the stream and then come back anyway?
Well, if I don't think I can do that because
Oh.
I'm not used to being that little bit at recently. So
Oh, cool. So should we just download the games and get going?
I think so, at least for my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Like do you want to do them? Like you don't want me to get someone else to go cast? Like which obviously if you want to get a bed, don't
Well,
worry.
it's up to you,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't mind anyways. So.
Cool. All right. Awesome. In that case, let's download them.
Do you see the? Can see if we can see the draft is there. Nice.
Yes, draft is there. Sick.
some reason, Burgundians are once again sniped. I don't get
Burgundians.
that.
Yeah, I can't imagine why either. I shall just go to the toilet quickly. Does
Yep.
everyone just want to take a break for a bit? Does that sound good?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just get grab a beer and toilet and stuff. And then we can come back and chat about the drafts.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right.
I might just talk a bit through it while you're
Yeah,
away. So.
absolutely. Feel free. Feel free. All right. Back in a sec.
Mhm. So, well, this to save Foster for unfortunate having to go through through who picked who, what, and when. So basically, we started out with 2 global bans, Motions first banning Aztecs, and then Shania probably wisely banning Teutons, considering how much Motions have been playing that in the 1v1s lately. I think if you checked his AoE2 page, I think you see Motions almost only playing Teutons in ranked recently. Might actually just check it to see it for myself. Give me a second. If I only could type. Motion still at 1703 peak. He recently just got. Okay, that was Empire Wars. So let's see. The last 2 games he played was Arena in 1-1, and that was Teutons and Teutons. So and then he even played Spanish. Well, that was never mind. That was in the another cup. I think that's the Valhalla Cup. I think mostly team games, as expected, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, let's jump back into the draft here. So on motion side, we do see Britons, Malay, Byzantines, Koreans, and Celts and Mayans. So mostly archers lives, and only Koreans I would call and Celts are heavy siege civs here. Byzantines, of course, defensive powerhouse with early shenanigans possible. You get very good trash. Malay, just an insane eco. Might be in some people would maybe say that would be the best civ here. Personally, I think I'd rather play Teutons in some most cases.
Mm-hmm.
Britons, of course, quite easy, straightforward.
Yep. Yep.
On the other side, from my fellow Norwegian, Cumans, Burmese, Khmer, Saracens, Laust, and Franks. Interesting. It's, it doesn't look like late game civs to me, which I kind of can understand, but Cumans, for example, it's not really something you would see that early in the draft usually, unless he's planning something with it. Burmese, of
Tower
course,
rush. Human tower rush.
is a possibility, but picking Cumans that early indicates to me at least that he wants to do something with them.
Yep.
It's not just picking them because they're a strong arena civ.
Yeah. I see what you're
If you
saying.
compare Motion's picks to Shania's here, I would say that Motion just picked good, strong arena civs, whereas the other side is a bit different.
Yeah.
Humans Burmese that early on would indicate that he's planning to do something.
I
Both
hope
of
we
them.
see a lot of clownery.
Mhm. So I do like the look of it at least, because then we might see Motions just playing straightforward, whereas we can see Shiner coming with some more fancy plays, which will be interesting.
Yep. No,
So,
I agree. I'm dead keen to see motions getting clapped by some clown strategies. Hopefully.
mhm. So you
uh,
ready?
sorry. Let me just. I've just had to copy them over. Motion. Let's just. Game one. Spectate. Post in the group. Yeah. Casting. Motions versus Shania. I'll be fine. Cool. Oh, whoops. I'm on 36 seconds. Sorry. Terrible caster, man.
So I'll give you a second. I'll be there in a second.
Ooh, we see the matchup.
Okay, after 36 seconds as well now.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So Byzantines for motions and Burmese for Shania. So Byzantine's kind of just a counter to everything, sort of Civ. It's kind of be able to play anything. And then Shania, Burmese, which since the one of the recent patches, their damage to walls has been reduced. Is that correct? Buildings for their
Yeah, I'm not sure
unique
if
unit.
that strictly reduced the bonus damage and damage taken the walls, but they took down damage from the arm by themselves, right?
Right. Okay.
Which
Yeah.
means
Yep.
that they probably nerfed it in that way, I think.
Right. Yep.
But of course, there is a big nerf against buildings because of it, whereas they are probably as strong in some ways. Okay, what is this build from Shania actually? They bring in the firstborn immediately, of course, pathing very weirdly around the house there.
Oh, they only do 12 damage now. Did they do like 17 before or something? Oh, shite.
Something like that, yeah. Shania having a quite unfortunate board lure here.
What time are
Still
you on? Sorry.
nothing. 250.
Just skip forward a bit. I paused.
I can
Yeah.
pause at 3 minutes if you want to.
I'm at 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yep. Yep. Pause straight away. Wait. By Shania.
Some idle town I can see from motions. Not much, I think, but
Quite I don't know, far away bore as well. Like, I mean, it's not a massive thing, but each time each villager has to walk from there, right? Like, if we're talking about the inefficiency of lumber camps, and that you need to build another lumber camp, surely that's going to cost, that's like 5 seconds of walking time for each villager every time they drop off, which is only twice, but it's 50 seconds worth of walking. Sorry.
it adds up for sure. It does add up.
Sorry. Yeah. Maps. Maps are. Wait, where's his stone? Oh, it's in the back. Okay, yeah. Okay, motions maps is pretty good, except from the horrible wall on the side. But if you just you send a couple of villagers to stone and then just wall this bit on the left hand side, then you've got a nice map to have a very secure back gold.
I think that might be a good thing to do in this case, right?
Right. Yeah.
The armbar will break through anyways, right? If Shania is going for that.
What is that deer lore by Shania? Oh no. I don't think that was any closer to the TC, to be honest. Oh no, the boar. What? Why is
It's
she?
the exact same spot as the first board.
Yeah. Why does he keep running them that way? Is he noticed as well the sheep that's in the north, inside his base against the wood line? That's like one of those sheeps where you kind of walk it around and then forget that you have it, and then end up not having that sheep for later. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I do that way too often.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Darkish Shania is looking weird. I'm just gonna put it like that, I think.
Pretty shifty, right? There's a lot of walking around.
No idle time, I think, but it just inefficiencies everywhere basically.
Yeah. So there's 4 sheep left, 1 in the middle of the TC, and then 3 elsewhere. But I don't know, that one. I mean, even the one that's near the berries, that can really easily be forgotten, and the one that's in the north is definitely one that I would forget. So we'll see if he remembers it. 4 on wood for motions. Villagers going out to the wood line in the north, I think. Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, maybe just three walls. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 just walls there would just secure those villagers, and then you literally just send a villager out and two villagers out. It's quite a lot of idle time. Okay, yeah, palisade wall and a house. Palisade wall is
Makes
going to
sense,
get
makes
down
sense.
so quickly to Iron by though. If that's
Well,
what's going to
he's
happen.
gonna have to re-wall, I think, if he's thinking about it.
Okay, yep.
That's very early up from Shania, though. That's 23 population.
Oh, there's loads of chat just loaded for some reason. It hadn't loaded before. Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Might not be game 1, but it's not gonna be a spoiler apparently.
Cool, yeah. Motions. Maybe exposed. Fine, there are no spoilers. Yep. Oh, 3 seconds to 1 second. It's not too bad. Cool. 3 farms down now for motions, and none down for Shania. A lot of villagers on gold though. Is this gonna be? I don't know what this
That's
is.
gotta
From
be
Shania.
market abuse.
Oh, yeah, I was
There's
gonna
just
say
no
market abuse.
way.
Yeah.
Motion is probably gonna lose that.
Yeah, up to
That's
feudal
gonna be
later.
dead scouts.
Rip. See you later, buddy. So market stable. Market blacksmith. Sorry. So. Wait, what is this? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Is this just gonna be boom? No, because Shania's only got 7 on wood. Seems like
This
a
is
really
gonna be market abuse.
okay. But then market abuse. But then what? Just straight to wood and or straight to stone?
Impossible to say at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe it's just a boom build
It's
order. Then,
just this doesn't make any sense in any way. I'm just gonna put it out there.
right?
If
Maybe.
he's gonna play it like this, it might be better to even go into stone early on and just sell that to get the gold. But
Yeah. Maybe just having an off day or an off game.
Or it's just practicing some really clownery. That could also be.
Expert clownery. Oh, could it be monks?
That
It
would
could.
actually make a fair bit of amount of sense with that build.
Yeah, it could be monks then. In which case we should see. Has Shania gotten loom?
Yes.
Has.
He did
Right.
loom on in Feudal Age.
Right. Okay, that would make sense then. So if Shania comes out with a couple of villages and a siege workshop and a monastery, something like that. I guess.
And the Burmese are good submersives, so it does make sense, I think, against the motions here.
Yep, 2 villagers coming forwards from Shania. And Shania will spot that with the scout, so if he distracts the spear. Yep. Oh, pro strats. Oh, does he see it? Let me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I think that one populator up, or at least clean up the darkest wit, is gonna be helpful in this build. So
21. Is that was 21 plus 2, right? Oh, he sees it.
23
Wall in.
23 plus
Wall
2.
in. Wall in. Was it?
23 plus 2.
Wait, no, because he came to feudal with 23, so it's 21 plus 2, surely. Have I missed?
What?
I thought Shania did 21 plus 2. Wait, sorry, just villagers was 21 plus 2 villagers.
22 villagers.
Oh.
22 plus. I think he did loom, right? So 21 plus 1 plus loom.
21.
Or just something like that. So
Right. Okay.
yeah.
20. Yeah, motion says 21 plus 1 plus 2. Yeah. Sorry. What I meant was 21 plus 2. I didn't realize.
Oh, skirmishes out from motions. That's interesting.
Oh, there's gonna be 2 dead villagers though. Ah, as if he didn't get the walls in. He's walling them in. He's walling in the monasteries. Is that gonna work?
Not gonna be in time.
No.
I think. Just heal the monk. Heal.
Heal the villager. Yeah. Oof.
And you can just fight with the villagers there and win this. So.
There's
Not
3.
doing that for some reason.
God, this
is really rough from Shania. So.
Let's go back to the normal view.
But I
You
really need some upgrades on those monks.
Oof.
it should be game, I think. Yeah, should be game already.
Oh no. It's a disaster piece. I think he just needed to like build the 2 monasteries and then just palisade wall either side of the monasteries, right? And then you've got 2 monasteries down. But
Well, the thing is
can
that
look a bit.
the big thing here was that I think I needed to fight with his villages there. Because it's still on the skirms with a free attack, right? And you have 2 pierce arms, it's 1 damage taken to a skirmisher from a skirmish in this case.
Yeah.
And if he just stays in the monasteries, let's say, for a little while,
Uh-huh.
so you can jump out with 3 monks at the same time, then you can start converting.
Yeah. Yep. Rather than one
But
at a
what happened
time.
instead was that he lost 2 villages early on, right? Then he lost both monks without taking doing any conversions at all.
Uh-huh.
And then he just got 1 monastery already walled in, I think.
Yeah.
And then 2 still open and no monks left alive. That's, yeah, GG. Not much more to say than that, I think.
Well, that was a quick game. Well, let's go to the next.
But the uptime would. How much idle time did you say Shania had on the way up to feudal?
It, it didn't seem like a lot. I think it was only 15 seconds when he clicked up to Castle Age.
So basically, either went 22 pop with idle time or 23 pop with no idle time up to feudal age.
I think he went 23 pop. He clicked up. Sorry, he went 21 pop up to feudal age and then 23 pop when he clicked
That's
up to
not
castle.
possible. That wouldn't work unless it did loom in the Dark Age, which it didn't. So his feudal age time was 10:05, which would be a perfect 23 pop without loom. So it's either 22 pop or 23 pop from Shania.
Okay, cool. I'll just blast through it quickly. Quite interesting.
It's not really important, so let's just jump on to the next game, I think.
Like Motions in chat said it was 21 plus 1 plus Liam, he thought, but
That's wrong.
oh, so it's 22 plus 1 plus Liam. Sorry, 22 villagers plus 1 plus Liam. Yeah. Nice. Ah, okay. Yeah, sorry. So he clicked up on.
Basically, had no idle time in Darkish and TC then. That's nice.
Cool. Game 2. Oh no, don't. Spectate with CA. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry, motion CA. Pause at 10 seconds?
Yep.
Yeah. No, why are you not pausing? No. Yeah, pause at 14. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Ooh, Saracens versus Britons.
Saracens can do a good siege monk rush again, though.
Are all these going to be YOLO crown strategies from Shania then? Oh, was it Shania?
I would.
It was Shania Benzenak, wasn't it? Benzenak. That did the yeah, did the Saracen smush last time, right?
Might be. I'm not too sure actually. I haven't been able to follow the Clown Cup properly, sadly.
I think there was I think that was the yeah, I think there was it was a really crazy game with it's like a fast, well, it wasn't a fast imp, but it was a faster imp, and Banzanak was all over the place with Bulgarians. Yeah, bringing in the ball really early again. Schneier is. Hopefully this
Nothing
is
on wood yet. Everything on food.
Yep. Hopefully this is going to be.
Please give me a better brawler this time, Shania.
Yeah. There you go. It's better.
Not a great one either. He can probably only fit on like 8 or 9 villages there, I think.
True. But definitely better than I would do. That's
Better
the
than the
case.
last two at least. So.
Yeah. Motions in chat says Zaka killed me earlier today with a Monty's 22+2 Saracen smash build. So I felt a bit scared. Oof. Oof. That's some clownery if I've ever heard about it. Otto is going
I
to
do
be.
think it's a correct decision to play when playing against motions, right? Because motions is that much higher rated that just going for a bit out of the ordinary strategy is probably the right call.
Bases, forward golds from Moshans, forward berries, forward berries, but safe back stone and safe main stone and gold from Shania. He's bringing in.
Motions map is a fair bit exposed, so this could be interesting if it's just for the smash again.
Yep. Nice timing on the baller as well. It's just finished there. It's perfect. Well, it's unbelievably good.
Oh,
No,
but
why?
once again, it's the same spot.
Just go to the south, man. Like, the heck? Is he just clicking like to the left of the TC and then it auto goes to the top or something? I don't know.
I'm not sure,
No.
but that's 3 or 4 brawlers that's happened. That's
Cool.
ended up in the exact same spot. So
Motion's timing on the board as well is nice. 30. Although, yep, no, yeah, it's very nice, very nice. Ah,
Motion still not pushed the 3 of his there though. So I'm
yeah.
guessing he's going to scout earlier because he expects the channel to be up earlier. Probably trying to scout the map. Have some map knowledge.
It looks an awful lot like Auto Scout to me. And by that looks an awful lot like, what I mean is that is definitely Auto Scout. Isn't it?
I don't think it is Auto Scout actually. Might be wrong, but
Moshe's just saying he scouts like Auto Scout. I am part. I am part. What's it called? Part AI. Sorry, that was just amusing to me.
I think Auto Scout has a few more pauses in between, so
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, I say that. Just.
I do agree with the scouting methods. It looks similar, so
yeah.
He's having a virtual idol on the sheep there.
He just looks like he's trying to paint in the map. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna paint this. No, it's fine. So
22 pop up from Shania.
Oh, why is that mining camp there? But I guess it's not that bad, but like one tile
it's
away
not great.
on the left-hand side, right?
Just better on the other side, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just up close to the outstick on the right side would have been better.
Yep.
And motions are going on stone already, so I think he's expecting some smash and probably will just click up earlier, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
and drop a castle.
27 pop, I think, and then just drop a castle.
Yep. So
I don't get why people push a bit there and then also take a sheep at the same time. Just put 7 on the there and you have way less DK that way.
Yeah. No, I can see what you're saying.
The same thing. If you have a boar on your TC, don't bother with any kind of sheep or llama. Just let it be the rot.
Yep. No, I know what you mean. I went through a phase of just trying to like always have the maximum number of villages on each food source, so it didn't rot. But then I'd end up with like no food under my TC because I wouldn't have enough farms or something like that. I don't know.
Well, there's nothing wrong with farming at this point, but what I mean is that don't take more things than it needs to do, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to take the sheep at the same time as you take the deer there if you only have 6 or 7 villages under your TC. That just means wasted food basically.
So Motion has clicked up on 25 villages here, but Shania's clicked up on 23 villages, but is later up. Is he yet? Wait, what's happened?
He's
I'm
up
so...
already, so.
Oh, he's up to castle. Oh, I'm so dumb. Sorry. Sorry. But
All good.
motions
So
had clicked up to clicked up to feudal. Sorry, and Shania had clicked up to castle.
blacksmith market.
Damn, that's quick timing from Shania.
Mhm.
I mean, can you just abuse that to hell and just boom instead? Surely that
You can, but
is it.
it's
Do you,
usually
they not
better
have
to
that
just go.
kaboom? That just seems like that should be super powerful, right? Because you don't have to waste time getting food to put down farms. You can just buy the food instead.
I would say that Saracen can probably boom just as well as a Chimera player can boom in that case. So.
Oh, yeah. I've not actually tried that.
Because usually you do something like 23 pop up, I would say, with Khmer, right? You can do the exact same stuff, I would say, with Khmer.
Right. Damn.
Actually, one of the Clown Cup against I think it was the first round versus Mjolnir and Ready Rolled on, I think, where me and Rex basically played highlight, right? And they had Khmer and Saracens, and they were up at the exact same time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The Saracens I played then did something like I think it did 21 plus 2 pop up to Castle Age with crossbow on the way behind it.
Yeah. I need to get back and watch those actually. There's probably a few games that I've not seen that were really good. I didn't know who anybody was either.
One monastery coming up from Shania and second TC. Still no farms out though, that's interesting. And only 2 on food. Also.
Scout fight. Motions in the chat says like the finals that never happened. Oh, who's gonna win?
I'm blame that on the others.
Oh, Shania wins. Shania. Is it Shania? Or Shania? Well, Shania Twain. But I don't know if it's Shania.
Well, it's an American singer, I think, so exactly how they pronounce it, I'm not too sure.
Shania Twain, yeah. No, when you said Shania, I hadn't even thought about that being a possibility. So I like the castle from Motions because of the locations of his gold. I think it's a really clever castle. Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting, right? Because this is giving free relics to. Well, at the moment, at least, you might be able to contest 2 of the relics just by virtue of having army out. But Shania should be able to get at least 2 or 3 relics, I think, here.
Yeah.
Maybe even 4 here.
Motion. Berry Bush is about to die with 5 villages on it. I wonder where they're gonna go. I imagine some to the gold, because then he can just buy the resources he needs, but some to.
Well, it probably should be on. Well, just send the 5 villages you're building on the castle onto gold if you want to make army or something like that, and then just send the others to make another TC.
Yeah.
As Britain, you do have the cheaper TCs, so that shouldn't be an issue, I think.
Yes.
I think you should try to get one TC up on stone. I mean wood here.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's putting one of the wood. Oh, excuse me.
Shania is up 2 villages at this point. Just have 1 TC extra. As 1 is even 2 relics maybe. Not sure. Give me a second. 2 relics, 3rd on the way. 4th trying to go to 4th now. Also has healed the scout cav up, and we have 1 longbow on the way out, but with no upgrades.
Get him! Get him!
Does that die or does it not die? That's a big question here.
Ready.
Yeah, a monk's probably gonna be. Imagine getting the conversion there.
So it should probably be 4 relics to 1 then, I think. If Motions has in scout, it's that last one. Yes.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The thing is, does he realize that there is no other relics in play here at this point or not? Because he doesn't really have the best scouting here.
Right, let me just.
And then now we have the 3rd TC on the way up.
Motions, mate. You should use auto scout, man. It would work better than your scouting.
Probably not considering that you do get those poses there, but his scouting is of course suboptimal.
uh, another castle coming, so this will be double castle production of longbowmen.
I really
Definitely.
don't like that.
Yeah.
It's just distance is so big, and Longbowman, of course, he does have no scouting, right? He doesn't know anything about chance base, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He has no idea where even the stones are. He doesn't know where any of his resources are.
Yeah, that's true. 26 farms now, right? Which is actually really good, but is completely out of stone in his base.
So basically, we got 11 village advantage to Shania here, 4 relics at this point, and
yeah,
of course he has mined through all of his stone now though. So
yeah. I wouldn't have said that like either person was okay. All right, having 4 relics is really nice, but having 2 castles, oceans, is also pretty nice. But I'd refresh that level cap.
this
I don't know.
is a position I think that Shania should win every single game from.
Yeah.
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 I would think so.
Because of the relics
It's
and the amount of farms and yeah,
everything is in his favor at this point, right? As long as he doesn't die. Just I think he should wall a second layer here so he doesn't let Moses in. Either that or go for army in defense.
Let's go, motions.
They should be able to see that Flesh King is now in for motions, right?
Yep. Motions. I want to see Siege Tower. Let's go, Siege Tower. You thought he was going all in smush. Yeah, I think that would make a lot of sense as well. Mind gamed. Lol.
I think just dropping the one castle area is enough, right? Then just go off. Because something I do if I want to drop a castle early is just go free on stone in Darkish, right? And then you just go 26+2 and then you drop it if needed. And if not, you just drop TCs immediately.
Yeah. The base is so open.
And especially with Britons, you don't really need much on wood to make TCs, right? So now you does see Botkin has come in now. That means 8 range already from motions there. And Shania needs to learn a bit from when it comes to farming from Laust, I would say.
Yeah, there's some janky ass farms. Well, there's lots of these stupid little straggler trees that are just in the way, right? They're like,
Yeah, but you can still make them better than this. But that's 4 TCs already coming up from Shania here, and the crossbow tech is coming in.
2 conversions.
Ooh.
1 conversion and then a kill. Yep. Boom.
That's brilliant from.
Nice. Shania. 2 crossbowmen at the front of the base. At this point, yeah, I kind of agree with you about this being really in favor of Shania. Like, should motions have just
I think the second castle should have been forward if he's going for something like this.
Yeah, just go all in and try and sort of, I don't know, click up to him. Shania is macroing their way up to Imperial Age with 4 relics, with 43 farms, 25 village elite, and same army count. Doesn't look great for missions. Be a mind game.
I'm gonna say this is probably GG already.
Yeah. It's those mind games, man. Like, yeah. So what does Saracens go for here? You got archery ranges, so Arbalest, and a forward castle. Assuming there's this.
It should be a forward castle here, I think.
6.
Can do bomber cannon as long as he has the timing right.
Saracens late game is pretty good, right?
That lumber camp, Shania. Why? I mean, the mining camp. I mean,
the one at the front.
The one at the front, yeah. Also,
Yeah.
just those farms.
Dude, just-
Why? It feels like emotions should just keep on going on into the longbow route, I think, and then just maybe go for a roll of defense even in some ways.
Yeah, I can see that. 43 farms now. Sorry, yawning there. 43 farms now from Motions. Who says in the chat, I was 90% sure, 99% sure it was Smush. I just thought I'd make 2 castles and 2 TC and up to impact 5. Benny says these farms scream for handcart.
Indeed they do. Indeed they do.
So imp coming in now for Shania ballistics. He's good. Arbalest. Nope. Straight away handcart. Oh,
Emotions can't afford to lose a single unit more than the at this point, right? He's got so limited production.
Mhm.
It's a rule that I think Rex picked up for some streamer where he said that if he needs to produce trebs or anything from the castles, he doesn't want to go for the unique unit as his main army composition because you just don't have the production at that point usually.
I didn't realize how bad these farms are actually. Like all of these ones here, there's been 5 or 6 of them. Certainly before that one went down. They're miles away from a team. You're like a mill here or something. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I didn't actually realize how bad they were until I took a second look.
Still, it's a 40 pop advantage at this point.
Yeah. Bracer and Arbalest coming in. Potions. Is this the play? Is this the play then? You mind game your opponent into the dropping a castle rather than.
Well, you can't really know exactly what he was planning to do here, right? But it did work out beautiful in this case from Shania's perspective.
Yeah.
But I really do want to see a bit more, because the bomber cannons coming out now at least. The thing about that bomber cannons versus longwomen doesn't feel great to me. Army advantage will of course be on the side of Shania, but
yeah, you're right. The extra range of the longwomen is nice. Oh, actually, they don't get like, extra range unless they're elite, do they?
Well, it's already 10 range on them, right? So that's already 2 more range than the Arbalest here. And it's only 2 less. Ooh, that's a beautiful shot from the bomb cannon from Shania.
But the bombards have, sorry, was what I meant. Bombards have 13 range. The other things.
We're siege engineers,
yeah. Whereas the Arbalest only have, the longwomen only have 10, but they get 12 with yeoman and elite, right? Which yeoman now coming in. Motions.
So 1 range being dropped in back from motions. I don't really see any big rotations here.
Nice, 2 bombard cannons down there, and the third one. No, the Arbalest are gonna.
I think you should lose quite a lot in. Yeah.
Ooh, that was.
You went too far away from the castle there, I think.
Yeah, it's almost like you should just have dived the bombard there. I don't know. DC glider.
Why is Shania adding barracks at this point? That makes very little sense to me.
Ban user.
Oh, I really don't dislike the production from Shania at this point. He's adding 2 barracks at the front here, which once again make very little sense.
Barracks. Yep.
I think it's the wrong call for motions to go for longwomen in this situation.
Yeah.
Just archerages in the back is just way better.
Yeah. Do they have extra damage on them? Obviously, like elite has extra range, but longwomen has almost the same damage. Okay, I don't know. I guess elite longwomen has 1 extra range and 1 extra damage, right?
Indeed, they do. They do.
Is that the castle goes down? Oh,
God.
nice. That was thick.
Sloppy.
Oh well, sloppy. Actually, yeah, I mean, I love that motions are expanding on the left hand side though. Scores are beginning to look even up. In fact, motion's taking score lead. Village account still in favor of Shania, but I don't know. There's bombard.
Still, if the
Cannons.
castles go down, it's gonna be very dicey very quickly here.
Yeah. But
But
skirmishes
Shania
out.
needs to add something else here.
Yep. Yep. I agree. Bombard. The skirmishes that are coming out from motions. Will kind of at least put to bay at least. Oof. Ooh, big shots on the Longbowman there.
I'm starting to wonder if this game might be motions.
Yeah, it's looking like it's swapping, right? It's moving over. He's not making any more villages. I don't. Oh, he's housed. There. Yeah, he's trying to make more.
Should still be the Shania's game if you just add siege rams and hussar behind this, but
Yeah.
yes.
Siege ram. Oh, go Memalukes. Memalukes. He didn't even see that. Oh, really? Good. Does Yeoman affect skirms? I never knew. I just do it anyway. Yes, Yeoman does affect skirms. I think. Yeah. He gets a 1 extra range. 5+4.
Indeed. Sales now coming up at least. Castle coming up in the back here. But he has been pushed back at this point.
Yep.
I think he just needs to try to protect his numbers here.
Mhm.
You can see, I'm gonna guess that's gonna be halberdiers coming from motions quite soon. Yeah. Pikemen are coming in now at least, as well as +2 armor on there.
Yeah. And
Still-
the halberdier to counter hussar that might come in from Shania, right?
Shania is also still missing the last armor upgrade on his arbalest here.
Nice. Taking into light cap. Yep. I'm just gonna grab some water and zoom out a little bit. Hang on a sec.
At this point, it feels a lot like, to me, like Shania is a bit out of steam here. Still probably in the better position in some ways, but it doesn't look like they have the answers to this point. SR has now come in, but they're still missing 2 attack accuracy as well as last armor. He's going for skirms himself. Also still missing last armor and archers as well. Trebuchet is out. Castle is probably gonna go down. Still is 4-1 relics here, but it's starting to feel to me like I think Mosh is gonna win this game at this point.
I'm back.
Just saying that it feels like Shania is out of steam at this point, right?
Yeah.
Motion is taking both back full map control. The gold in the middle will keep him going for a while longer as well.
Yep.
He now has only lacking the last attack upgrade when it comes to his halberdiers, fully upgraded elite longbowman, as well as fully upgraded skirms.
Look at these boys.
I think I saw what was going through, but I'm not too sure about it.
It's certainly looking at it, right? Does he have the trebuchet upgrade as well?
I think I saw it coming through, but I'm not too sure.
Okay.
At least now all armor upgrades are finally in from Saracen here.
Yeah, those
But
trebuchets
it's
are
starting
very
to look very
exposed.
dicey here.
The bombard
probably
cannons
go
can
down,
target
but they-
the... Yeah, I think so. Probably go down to skirms and mind the bombard cannons, but yeah. Yes, he got it. Motion says
Well,
the
I
chat.
think Motions is overextending at this point a bit though. He's throwing a lot more army than he really needs to, and he's fighting with longbows against skirms in this case, which is a really bad choice. I mean, Motions is losing a lot of population at this point.
Yeah, like the Trebs attacking the gate, like you've not got like not got anything to raid with, so I don't know. I feel like that's not necessary quite, but I mean, still in a great position though, right?
Shania still has his entire secondary gold unmined at all at this point. Main gold is tapered out, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that.
Ton of rages coming up from the left side here.
Yep. Oh wow.
Stables as well, rages even.
Yeah, nice. So that's our skirm spam.
The castle might go down before it's even up.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, 49 health.
48 HP.
See you later.
Short pressure. Without motions is back in the driving seat again.
Yeah, he's recuperated his numbers. Nearly pop capped. And yeah, it's a decent chunk of longwomen there as well, 42. There's some skirms in front to tank the damage and some halberdiers to attack the hussar, right? Trebs on the stables and the ranges as well, or a treb. It's just gonna be one of those long, slow Britain pushes, isn't it?
Well, Shania is just missing Siege Charm, right?
Yeah.
Siege Charm in this position will completely make the motions have to give up position immediately.
Yeah, it just it gains you so much ground, kind of thing. So, would you get Siege Ram Skirmisher still, or Siege Ram Skirmisher and Hussar?
Siege Ram Skirmisher is totally fine. Siege Ram Hussar is probably better if you can add it.
Yeah. Cool.
Just getting Siege Ram out there is probably not in on its own. So.
He's got the gold for it as well. Maybe just I don't know. Sometimes when I play Britons, I forget that their one weakness or a really nice weakness is Siege Ram. Sometimes it doesn't really work out how I want it to. Then. Like if they manage to add in light cap as well, can't just go like skirmisher Siege Ram. That annoys you. It kind of counters it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Selling
I'm
food.
expecting to see the GG quite soon, I think.
Yeah. It's looking like it's going closer and closer and closer into Shania's base, right? Even though it's expanding on the left-hand side, there's production building.
You can just see it's a slow push by motion, but the important thing is adding in buildings in the entire time, right?
Yeah.
So even if he gets pushed back, he knows Shania needs to push down all buildings to work on it push properly.
Yeah. Oh man, I hate playing against this so much.
But once again, motion's overextending again here. In this case, just adding in your own light cap might have to be the good choice.
Yeah, I think your own light cap, like I was saying, it just stops the skirmisher, just solely skirmisher play. Which if you're making halberdier halberdier archers, it counters all your units other than the siege ram or the cap ram, sorry. Which he is now adding in like cavalry and upgrades. They don't get bloodlines and husbandry, is that right?
Husbandry they get, but no bloodlines.
No bloodlines. It's good enough, right?
So they get light cav with full armor and attack with no bloodlines.
Yeah. Forward castle from Motions here. It's nice. There's no more bombard cannons.
Kind of feeling me that Shania's lost 2 castles. One of them not just barely in range probably of the Jersey, and another one just making it too forward, and the motions can just put up one like that, and it's all fine.
Yeah. Oh. So many siege workshops on the right hand side, but he's still not teched into siege ram. Although he's buying food, so does he go for cap ram? Oh, siege ram's coming in. Siege ram's coming in. Yeah, he's remembered. So cap ram, he's got 5 cap rams him, 5 capped rams here, and a minute for siege rams to come in. See if
Probably
that can
5
save
minutes
him.
too late at this point, right? Prediction now pushed out of the monastery.
Yeah.
Still got the eco to back it up, I think.
We'll take out the trebuchet though.
It really depends on how much of the longbowman master can kill in this case, I think.
Yeah, with the hussars and the skirms, whilst the siege rams tank the damage, kind of thing.
Yeah. Still think with ideal play, still think that the Saracens are better, even from this position. But I think it's gonna take. It's gonna be too difficult to play in my opinion, compared to just having the longbowman.
Yeah. The monastery's gone down as well, so the 4 relics from Shania are no longer there.
Population is just now dropping so significantly as well.
Yeah.
It's down to 150 pop, 50 portless army. Base is open, got a forward castle.
GG's core.
It's also losing.
Yeah. Well, the production had gone down, and really good hold there from Motions, considering he was so far behind at one point.
But I'm gonna say that this game was this was a throw. There's no other way to say it, in my opinion. It was really well played by Motions to keep in hit, but this game was not his to win. It was Shania's to lose.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the population difference here, right? It's so in favor of Shania. All they needed was siege ram.
The trebuchets or just siege ram.
Siege
ram is probably the. If he just does siege ram instead of bomber cannon, it just kills him early Imperial.
Siege ram instead of bombard cannon, I die early. Right? Yeah. Just can't really get rid of them with with archer sibs, can you? Nice. Well played. Yeah, well played from Motions there, well held.
It was impressive that they managed to turn it around, but I would just say that the late game Motions just played it better.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yep. That was game 2, wasn't it?
And then game 2, yeah. So it's 2-0 for Motions at this point.
Lavis humans. See, this is one of Motion's favorite civs on Arena. So, should we pause at 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all good.
Ready when you are.
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Cool. So yeah. One thing I noticed straight away from Shania's map: back stone, back main gold, which is nice. It'd come in super handy if they go for a double TC drop, second TC. And Motions, backstone, and kind of forward golds, but they're not awful or anything. Unless there's some sort of towering shenanigans going on. It could be, of course.
Yeah. What's going to be interesting, isn't it? But
yeah, Malay has got a super weird. Is it a 20 pop or 19? Well, hang on, 20 pop. Fast
21 pop, I think.
21 pop fast feudal. Into eco upgrades, and then plus 11, 21 plus 11 with the faster up times. Can give you a really solid eco hitting castle age. You can basically fight for relics and also have 2 CCs going down, right?
Indeed, it's a super powerful. It's probably one of the strongest saves in Arena, just because you have such. Early on, you do get such an eco lead, right? Which means that you can basically do whatever you want at some point.
Yeah.
But if you don't manage to win the relic, you don't manage to kill him early on, then you have a big part of mid Imperial where I would say that they aren't that great, but of
No,
course,
I know what you mean.
when gold runs out and you start running into trash two-handed, they regain a lot of their strength again. So
Yep. Yeah, I
it will
agree.
be interesting to see
They've,
how that works out.
yeah, they've not really got that much of a power unit. Like they've got bombard cannons, they've got arbalest. Um, they've not got any decent cav really. They've got elephants, but which are stupidly cheap. But other than countering skirms, they only get the first armor upgrade, so they kind of die to pretty much anything.
Everything. Hmm.
Excuse me.
So
And then
I would much rather have melee in this match, right? But
Yeah.
humans, of course, you can do a lot with humans. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, if you don't manage to punish the the boom, then it can be really problematic, right? Or if you try and
So
drop a castle in the middle of a map with no army, and whilst the Cuban got 15 on.
yeah, probably something to be avoided. I think Laust might need to take some lessons there at least.
I need some therapy from the amount of trolling he's about to receive.
He's probably gonna hear that for a while. I think so as well. Deservedly, even.
So motions. If I'm not mistaken, you go to 2 villages onto a mill before your lumber camp, and then yeah, and then you click up earlier. Imagine to losing versus Italians versus, as Cubans. Rip. So yeah, everything's looking good motions right now. But wait, what? Yeah, that's fine.
So Shania's up 19 pop.
Nicely done. Good build order there. Did he only
Not
have
on
one
stone, so it looks like it's just gonna be a regular Cuban boom here.
Okay, instead of towers, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So
I'm a
the
bit surprised that motion system hasn't clicked up yet, but
yeah, I don't know what happened. What went wrong? Did he just not garrison his villas or something?
yeah, it's up now. Probably
Okay.
some slight idle time, I guess, because of it, but not too bad.
It's only 8 seconds. Like you should be able to click up on 20 pop, 21 pop, 20 villages, right? With the Malay build, I think.
You can even click up with the same, just 19 as well, but it means that it's a bit more difficult for upgrades when they're upright.
Yep.
Shania is up.
Motions.
Second TC is going up on the woodline.
Yep. Motions won't be far behind. And presumably horse color and double bid axe coming straight in.
Horse color on the way, double bit also on the way, yeah.
And presumably a couple of farms down straight away, you'd imagine. Yep. Chance, the score is 2-0 to Motions. Motion says, I don't follow builders, don't look for logic or reason here.
I think very few of the people in this clan actually have proper build orders in that way, right? But most of them just know approximately what we want to do and try to do something to get up to that point.
Yeah, I would agree so.
Because at least from on my side, it's usually that, okay, I know this is possible, let's try to do something similar.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm going to need to have enough on wood so that I can afford a blacksmith market, so I'm going to have to do this kind of thing. Usually how I look at it.
My thinking, if I'm, for example, going scout builder right on Arabia, okay, I know that it's possible to do this with free on wood, but if I'm going 20 pop, it's probably easier on me to just go 2 on wood and then just add more later on, right? That's my
Yeah,
thinking
fair.
of doing it. Like, then just try to change it up a bit until I feel comfortable doing it. Same if I'm playing doing an arena build order, right? Even if I'm clicking up by 25 or 26, like you actually do something like 8 or 9 on food before even going to do it at all on arena.
Yeah, I remember you showing me some build. Well, or yeah, showing me a build and saying what I could do differently. Wow, I've never seen that before, and yeah, it works nicely. I didn't realize how badly I've been doing builds.
Good to
Genuinely
see that.
rumble. I see
Good to see that somebody has learned from my games against Alki.
that. Excuse me, when you cough.
Power of rumble.
Eight. Oh god. Right. You got it first here anyway. So nice big expand to the back of motion space as well as Shania's base. Bit bigger, bit better, sorry, for Shania. So she's got plenty of space to boom into and a back stone and gold should it be needed. Very very long back gold here. It's very weird. Don't you often see that usually.
It's quite nice to with TC actually.
Yeah, it would be new, right? Yeah, like especially because all the villagers could fit inside the TC in this bit here, right? I believe it gets forward, so
If it's
it's
right
super
on top,
efficient.
and it's gonna be the best TC and gold you can ever have, basically.
Yeah, that would be super efficient. Oh, the efficiency. Cool. Motions is going to hit Castle Age pretty soon. 34 seems like a very inefficient build. Like you could have done that way quicker motions. Tut.
Probably do it a bit quicker, but it's not really that bad either.
The only reason why I say
Barrack's
that.
coming up now, yeah.
The only reason why I say that is because I've spent the last like 2 days figuring out how you go 20 plus 10 when you can't go 20 plus 10 at all. I just thought that's what the build order was. So I was like, this must be possible, surely. Someone said it was. And it wasn't. It's like,
Oh, look at that mining camp from Shania again on the main gold.
oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is a terrible mining camp. Maybe
For all things you need, it's okay to pray to Rumple, but don't learn from his mining camps, Shania. That's not the best idea you have.
Savage. So Motions is being very greedy.
Second TC coming up, Monastery coming up,
But
Spearman on the way
why is
out.
this greedy Motions? You should be able to get 2 TCs down and a Monastery and click up. Like,
Well, okay, some Motions is using basically everything, but he should have probably taken, let's say, 5 or 6 villages off of the food and sent them to wood on the way up, I think.
yeah.
Because he has too much food in the bank now, right? He has 500 food floating it at the moment, and you don't need that at this point.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Motions is staying feudal so late, but I've done this same thing, but you can hit Castle Age with 31 and still drop 2 CCs and 5 for relics. Like, you've got way too much food, like resources and stuff. I don't think it's greedy, it's just a bad build, mate. 30 farms now from Shania, 20 from Motions.
Shania has now clicked up, he's adding his a second stable, wheelbarrow on the way as well.
Is this
and
gonna
one scout out.
Is this gonna be like spam maybe, or is this just gonna be a play for the relics, just to try and secure the last ones? Oh, doink! Oh,
Doink.
nice. Oof, the burn. Alright, mate, you beat me all the time, so that's why the only reason why I'm slating you. If you were actually bad, I wouldn't slate you. I don't say anything about Otto.
But I do kind of agree with you that the build could have been better. But I think the biggest thing here was just take 5 or 6 villages off food on the way up to after you take out the castle age and You have way smoother eco immediately than. Because at this point, right, he's floating 650 food, he's floating 400 wood, and he got almost nothing on anything else. So
Yep. Nice snipe from wait, oh yeah, another CC's coming up. Nice snipe there from Shania on the monk. So we've got one relic's already come in for motions. Good job, weren't nicely done. We've got spearman on the very low health spearman. But it's basically spearman on all of the relics that are around.
so you can see triple stable production now from Shania.
Is he going for
Mostly coming up.
light cav? Okay, knights. I don't like the knights. Just go light cav, right? Is that my something like?
Well, as you can see that there's a lot of spearmen out, right? And if you have 6 knights out, and he only has 1 monk, it's not gonna matter, right?
True. Yeah, I
Might
guess you can kill.
lose 1 monk, but
True.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can kill most of the spearmen, and then you only got to deal with monks. Yeah, yeah, fair. That one guy.
At this point, I would say that the game is becoming quite even. Shania was ahead, I would say, but
Oh, the knights are like, let me kill him, let me kill him. I think Shania is going for knight spam, basically. Well, not necessarily a spam, but knight play. Which I guess if there's 1 or 2 monks, it can't convert all of the knights, can you? What is this villager doing? Oh, is he just building outposts?
another monk went down on the left side for motions.
Oh yeah, oh it's the scout.
Cav.
Oof, nice. It's well played.
Another. I want to see forward villages now, and I want to see a human ramp push. But pikeman upgrade already coming in from motions, so he pikeman knows what's up here.
Yeah. Although only 3 pikemen now left, so obviously he's not got that many.
You should produce more, or at least get fortified walls and maybe a golden stone as well.
Yep. Yep. Captran from.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you kind of need something extra here, right?
This
probably should take down the outpost as well.
This feels like one of those things with yeah, true. Just take down the outpost and then have vision on your on the Captran push. Oh no, get him! Oh, okay. Motions now sees the siege workshops. Well, okay. His villager has seen them. I'm actually going to see them. This is one of the things with what's it called? With humans, right? If you're against them, then if you don't pressure them, I just feel like they're gonna have such better eco than you do. Like he's got 33 palms down now. Okay, he's got 1 lumber camp for 30 villagers.
My main thinking here is that you're gonna have a timing window if you're playing as humans here, right? But also, if you look at the village count now, I would say that it's equal out, right?
Yeah, it's equaled out, but in terms of how many resources has Shania collected compared to motions, right?
Looking at the lumber camps of lumber camp of Shania, I'm not too sure about that anymore.
You reckon? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. But it does have handcart, so I think that the scores reflected in will probably show the difference. I don't know.
I'm just a bit horrified at looking at that lumber camp as well as the mining camp on the main gold.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, and the like, if you put a mining camp on both sides, then that would be fine. But like,
you can just see that the magnets will push away everything here, right?
Yeah, true. So you need your own mangonels to push through, which he's now producing. Oh no.
But he's gonna have the timing, right? Which is the big thing here. And this point is still Shania on 2 disease, right?
Yeah.
Now villagers have equal out completely, and suddenly, okay, where is Shania going actually?
Yeah, I think. Does he need to have gone on gold by this point? Stone by this point? Okay, he's going to stone now. Go to 2 mining camps. On like 1 on either side of that. Like, there's no. It'll make it so much more efficient.
It is going
in-
18.
Motions up to him. Really nice. Well, very good
Yeah.
timing considering he's detected into pipe movement.
Oh, it's Malay.
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
Doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah. Still good timing there. He's gonna have
This
to
is probably
defend.
gonna be Motion's game at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Just a way smoother eco behind it. He has triple TCs, producing from two more. Egos has caught up. It's also just a lot smoother. He does see absolutely everything that's happening, right?
Yeah.
He does not have relics, but he will have the timing window, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of mangonels from both. Oh. Okay, that one goes down.
Yeah, but
One
it's
for
not gonna
one.
matter too much, I think.
One for
Ooh,
one
that's
again.
1 for 1. I think Moisture can just take the fight there. It's probably gonna be cost efficient anyways, I think. I don't
Yeah.
think gonna take it.
More
be just
mangonel and
slow.
micro. Oh, another one goes down. Although this is now five mangonels to none, or to one, I should say.
Yeah, but let's say he gets in, he does only then have siege, right? He has mangonels and he needs to... If it just... Motion is doing ownership without any mangonels, he should just cancel it after upgrading somewhere else.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, just go for bombard cannon, right? Bombard cannon.
Oh, actually, cost. Well, my ownerships are much easier to play in this position than in the others. So.
Okay, right. Forward castle. I don't know if Shania keeps Motions like trapped in his base for long enough. Like Imp's coming in now. He's got plenty of onagers to keep. Mangonels to keep him inside. I don't know. I don't feel like this is. I feel like this is kind of silly swung back towards the center.
But once again, it's giving too much time to motion strides. It's taking down the entire front walls at this point, and it's not really done anything more than that.
But like Halberdiers
now
not
got
coming
a
yet.
castle up, he can get probably also got an honor attack, which will mean that most of the Scorpius manuals are very exposed at this point, right? Shells will also soon be rolling out.
Yeah. Yeah, but positionally, I don't know. It feels like Shania's got a forward position here. Like Halberdier's not in yet. Like military counts in favor of Shania. Like even though onagers come in, can't move out with them because there's no trebs, or there's one treb just gone in the queue. So it still feels like he's got a nice position here. How many relics did? 2.
It's 2v3.
I would move the mangonels back because they're doing nothing at the moment. I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of just getting killed by the siege onagers, the onagers that are kicking around. But okay, now jump on them. Okay, yeah, he doesn't want to get. Makes sense. He doesn't want to die because of the upgrades. I feel like once you clicked up to Imp, Shania could have dropped a couple more TCs just to boom up to. Well, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't need it. Oh, some big shots on the pikes. Okay, not that big. Guess they're only.
Bigger on the.
Yeah. One
Ooh,
onager
that's
down.
Not the fight you want to say.
No, not before Cavalier and. Oof.
Oh, it's still Castle Stage fight versus Castle Stage, nice, but.
Yeah.
Castle Stage live that's
Trebs go down.
Fights.
Trebs do go down though. Bombard
That's
cannons
all.
coming out. And onagers coming out.
The thing is that it makes it so easy to just play the onagers as a game for motions there. Because if it might be, yeah, look at that. 2 down.
Oh yeah.
2 more down. Castle's
Yeah,
gonna do that.
super
pretty soon,
cost effective.
Right? Motions this bad house though, so whereas building 2 houses.
Maybe the mangonels taking out all the houses was the big brain play. Is this castle going down as well?
It should go down.
That's
Not
not enough.
immediately, but should go down quite soon.
Yeah, that doesn't look like that's enough to. Although the bombard cannon will take out that treb, so maybe not. That bombard cannon actually is doing some work. There's another scorpion going down. It's 2 now, and the treb. 3. Okay, missed. So humans to counter. I don't know what did they do to counter Hal's siege though. Like even kip checks just get completely wrecked by siege onager, right?
Well, you only get onager as melee though. So.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. Big shot.
But yeah, that's the 4 gonna be cleaned up.
Yeah.
Gonna be Halberry coming in. I would like to see motions wall up the front, or at least wall behind it somehow, so you can't get raided to death there.
Yeah, you're right. Although Shania has 2 minutes of a TC idle time, so he's kept them producing really well. So
yeah, but the village guns are equal, and he's making the units that gets counted by the units that the monsters have.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There's just not much too much you can do in that case.
Yep.
He's gonna lose all map control in our house, right? And he hasn't really used it. Well, he's actually taken quite a fair bit of gold, neutral gold here, and stone.
Yeah, there's still 1 neutral gold on the right. It's just been left untouched, and some stone in the middle. Yeah.
Motion just realizing that sending a few Halberries over.
That's the thing, you can just Motions can just spread his wings and fly. Birdie boy. Yeah, and like, what do you do in this stage with humans? Do you go for Paladin maybe? Paladin and then back it up with Siege, so it's sort of you try and wipe out the army that's there and then push with the Siege that you need.
I think you go for Paladin in this case. Paladin keep check even if possible. Not at this point, but just go full on Paladin and then try to add Siege from behind it and try to push in one big push.
Right.
Yeah, I think just him staying on 2 TCs was the wrong choice when he realized he couldn't push. Add bit more eco and then try to take map control like he did there, right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
He's adding skirmishes now at least, so that's something.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be able to kill everything there.
Oof, those skirmishes. Big shots on the onagers. Sorry. Really good unit control there from Motions. Ooh.
Good shots. Oh, but not the
Gonna be a
best.
lot of dead. Yeah.
Should just delete that city workshop. Yeah, that's that there.
That's gonna be
Very cost-effective trade for
yeah.
Shania here at least.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna slow down the push from Motions. But
still, look at the amount of buildings in the middle now, right?
That's what Motion said. Is like when you push, you just build buildings everywhere, right? And then it doesn't matter if they push back because they have to kill so many buildings. It'll take them like 20 minutes. Proper forest, nothing style.
Yeah. Well, Shania should know that style quite well though. So.
Oh yeah.
Paladin tech is now coming in though from Shania. And skirmishers lacking. Well, he gets first armor and of course lacking bracer as the.
Yeah, really rough that, right? It's funny those civs that sort of have a unique unit that counters things. So like obviously humans with the kip checks. But then like I don't know, let's say like something like the Turks their Janissaries counter Halberdier, but they don't have elite scum, and it's like it's it's kind of fine if you've got castles that you can produce from, but if you don't, then you've kind of not really got a counter for it, right? Or like having to make hussar because you don't have skirms.
This is the big issue when you're playing with humans, right?
Yeah.
When you get into late game like this and you're gold limited, then you basically...
Yeah.
I think I would probably just play Halberdiers myself in this case, but it's just so difficult to play compared to what Motion is doing, right?
Yeah.
It's just full on Halb Honesty spam, just making tons of buildings everywhere, just slowly pushing.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a great arena. I know obviously you get the double TCs, and that feels like, you know, that's a good thing obviously, but like it doesn't feel like a great arena civ because of its composition. I guess Paladins is a great power spike, and oh sorry, is a great power unit, but considering so many civs just go for like Halb Siege, it just feels super weak against them. But, yeah.
The thing is timing,
nice.
right? That's the big thing here.
Okay, yeah.
And the timings has been a bit off from Shania in my opinion, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Decent uptime, but then just not really managed to do too much later on.
Oof, so much siege going down now.
Because he went for triple stable knight when he got up, right?
Yeah.
But then it was too late to add siege, so he didn't get in, right?
Yeah.
He didn't, for example, something that he also could have done right was just add a cast, right, and then push hard through.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do, but he probably was too late to take advantage of it, and then of course, Motion just go for the straight counter basically, and that's why it's playing humans later on gets very difficult.
Yep. No, I see what you mean, yeah. I feel like arena is such a difficult, whatever you call it, to learn. Game type to learn.
Well, the thing is that you get quite a few strategies possible, right? Which I would also say that even though I would say that I think Shania had a big advantage, or at least big possibilities in the last two games, right? And he didn't manage. Well, second game he should win. That's so simple. This game, I think if he plays a bit differently, he has a bigger chance to win than if he plays it like he did this time.
Yep.
But,
Yeah. I see.
But Motion just played this late game better. There's just nothing more to say.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, adding the extra buildings, having enough siege to back up all the halberdiers and
also just going for the right army compositions, right?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's nicely done. I genuinely thought that Malay were amazing, like sort of post imp, but yeah, Emotions played that really nicely.
Well, the thing is, the humans they're kind of goal dependent in some ways, right?
Yeah.
As if you're playing against this sort of thing, you're a bit goal dependent, which you will run out of, let's say, mid imperial usually.
Yeah.
And if you're playing Paladin, you basically need to win in one push then. In that one push, he needed to keep his forward alive a bit better. Then probably just, I think, do humans get Bombercan? Do you remember? I don't think they do.
Don't think they do now. I couldn't.
Just
Wait,
quick check
let me
it.
just have a look.
I'm already looking, so.
Oh, cool.
They don't.
Yep. They get siege onager, but they don't get siege engineers. Yeah.
I think he needs to keep his forward part alive and then just go for one big paladin siege push.
Yeah.
Because he already had capture and tech, right? So he can quite easily get siege and tech then.
Yeah, and maybe like instead of like trebbing down the castle that was there, sort of treb down the walls and then run in with a bunch of hussar or light cavalry.
Walls are already down, right? Because of his forward. So
okay, well in that case, yeah, follow it up with like a bunch of like Hussar or spread all over motion space, and then continually try and flood in units, and then build up to Paladin kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I guess that was the two series that we did today then. Rex beating Laust 3-0 and Motions beating Shania
yeah.
3-0 as well. I
Do
do think that
you?
the second series was a lot more interesting in what were played out at least.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I liked the Saracen play, and Motion's definitely caught off guard with thinking that Shania was definitely gonna smush. Um, does Motions play Rex in the next round, or is that later?
I'm actually not completely sure. Maybe
No, let's
if
have a
Motions
look.
still are hurt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the next game. Maybe wrong there. Damn, damn, damn. Final stage. Motions versus Rex. Yeah, in the semi-finals. And then it's Maxfield, Vanas, whoever wins that, and Benny versus Medusa.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about both Maxfield and Vanas to say how that will go.
No, neither do I. No.
Benny Medusa probably favor Benny slightly there. Medusa, I haven't really seen her nothing in 1v1s. I know she's a good player when it comes to team games, but I haven't really seen her play too much 1v1s.
Yeah.
So,
Benny looks super solid against Spoon, considering.
hmm.
Um,
I've also seen Benny play a few times against Rex when with both in trading wins, I would say. So,
I heard Rex got wrecked by Benny.
hmm. But Rex, it's possible to play against his style, right? If you look at all his games, it usually end up being quite boomy, right? So,
Yeah, like super boomy, and then like just trying to outproduce you, right?
mhm. Which
Ish.
he does very well, I would say.
Yeah.
So, I think he might have
Uh,
struggled a fair bit against some of the castle pushes. So,
yeah. Agree. That'd be interesting.
but
It'd be interesting to see who wins from either Maxfield or Van Ask, because Maxfield played really well against Alake. And if Maxfield then goes through, who wins against Benny and Medusa, which I think
mhm.
Benny's the highest seed. Mistaken. Be interesting to see those games. I'm excited. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool. Should we? Oh, Rex says I can't remember Benny beating me for one. Yapper. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Shall we enter stream there?
I don't really have too much more to say, even though I'm a bit sad that both series ended 3-0, but
Yeah.
it is what it is,
I'd
I
say too.
guess.
I think there was definitely opportunities for Shania there, right? He just needed to like capitalize on them, like you're saying. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I
See, from
definitely,
is the thing, Shania. You should know this.
yeah, yeah. I definitely had that same thing myself with just throw well, not necessarily throwing
It's
games,
not
but
easy
having a good
mistake to do
position.
at times, so, but
Mhm.
of course, it feels a bit bad looking back at it, I think, but he played well and he had some more interesting strategies than
Yeah,
I've seen in most of the games, which I do enjoy at least.
yeah.
And for
Actually, the
example,
sort of the clown things are quite entertaining, really, aren't they? Oh,
because I don't
cool.
think, well, I haven't really played too much, right? But in the games I played against Alki and Laust, there wasn't really much clownery going on in any of those games. So
No,
good to
not
see
true.
that some people at least play it like, well, do it the Eddie style at least.
Yeah. Right.
Probably a bit more equal than Eddie, of course, but
Right, I've got to get some sleep because I'm playing Greg tomorrow. So,
ooh,
mm, I
good
guess
luck with that,
studying,
please.
studying. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cheers. Thank you, man. Thank you very much for the co-cast, and it was enjoyable. Uh, enjoyable
Mhm.
watching Rex clap last.
Well, he did say it in his draft already,
I
so
did, didn't he? Yeah.
Laust and Laust getting clapped. So
uh, cheers,
well,
motions. Thank you very much for the set, mate. Well played in all the games, and yeah, well played from
yeah.
ah
Good
Well
luck,
played from
versus
Shania.
Rex there. Rex, don't get clapped, please. I'm not
Yep.
sure if you can survive the trash talk being thrown to you then. So
I'm really looking forward to that set. But yeah, it was a really enjoyable set to cast. Motions, and so was yours, Rex. Definitely a bit more competitive, I would have said, with motions. Just really good comebacks in comebacks or holds in the games. Yeah,
yeah,
awesome. All right, cheers, Knutan. I'm gonna end it there, dude.
yep. Cheers.
Thanks, man.